Honestly, I never noticed. This is like, how long would you make that? I had fun with Lethal Company. My issue with Lethal Company was finding people to play with. As with many of my games, I don't know if you guys noticed. So originally I was gonna do every Saturday was gonna be Stream of Viewers Day. Um, every Saturday was gonna be Stream of Viewers Day, but I told you I have issues. But basically, what it turned into is every Saturday I'd be like, okay, these are the games we're playing on Saturday, and then yeah, it'd just be me. And I'd be like, nobody's here. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit. But we'd have like a 4-person game, and we start off with 4 people. But you know, after like an hour, it's down to like me and one other person. It's like, it's really hard to play a 4-person game when you have 2 people. And it's kind of felt sad. So maybe once I get really popular, we can do stuff like that. I know I was watching something where they're doing stream with viewers. A much bigger channel, of course. And they actually had to do like raffles and stuff to figure out who's going to be like, oh, here's your time slot. Yeah, I don't remember that, but I believe you. You can't let them go, Mr. Cross, go on, enlighten me. What were you doing? I don't remember. You might explain it. You'll try to find some flaw with what I have to say. You were busy heading up the Alabastian investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you have much knowledge about the Babyliss side of the case. So wouldn't it be best to lead on that side? Agent Sheena explained in my stead. Arg, Sheena is my subordinate. If I don't stick up for her now, how can I look her in the eyes and call myself her boss? I think it should be doable, Treeborn. Should be doable today. It's 1:15. Go to bed! What are you doing up? And don't tell me you're here to watch me. It's a waste of time watching me. Come on. Go to bed. Get some sleep. Like, it's alright. I can take care of him. Alright, sleep well. Have good dreams, okay? Thank you for stopping by. But I do mean it when I say I would much rather you guys get your rest. I would much rather you guys live comfortable lives. I'd rather you guys get your rest and watch me. I'd rather you have comfortable lives than to give me a single penny. I'm just here to keep you guys company, okay? But you gotta take care of yourself, right? Listen, if there's one thing I've learned in this world, is that the world is not going to take care of you. If you don't take care of yourself, the world will chew you up and spit you out. And there's nothing I can do about that, other than advocate for you guys to take care of yourselves. Do what you have to. Get good sleep, eat good food. It's okay to not eat healthy all the time. It's okay. It's okay to have bad habits. I mean, look at me. I have so many bad habits. I'm like the worst person in the world for like everything. I do so much research online at my company that I get targeted advertisements for rehab. I mean, come on. You're on vacation right now? Oh, cool. Well, if you're on vacation, you can do what you want. You can sleep in. I can't because I even when I go on vacation, I still stream full time. I actually stream more when I go on vacation. So just imagine what it's gonna happen when I actually retire. I'll be streaming. I'm not scolding. How am I scolding? I'm not scolding. Sheena, you shielded me a lot as my boss. But it's time for me to prove my worth. Have you guys ever seen that movie Serenity? There was a scene in that got me really in the feels. It's a scene. Oh, I don't know if I want to spoil the movie. Should we do a movie night with Serenity? Is that something people would want? I wanted to do the DVD movie, but it's not coming out anytime soon. Oh, whatever. Well, we'll figure it out. I won't spoil it. It was one of my favorite movies. I actually went out, once I found out there was a TV show that went with that movie, I went out and bought the TV show. $50. I went out and bought it. I still have it on DVD. Alright. You're okay with it, you have my support. Finally, it's down to just Agent Sheena and myself. This is where the battle really begins. And then what else would you like to ask? Let's see. Why don't we start with your movements inside the Babelese embassy? During the first Babelese fire, I assisted in putting out the fire. During the second fire, I was searching for the Yata-Garasu that had appeared in Babel. While I was searching, I heard a scream coming from the next room over. That's a huge gap of time. While I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yata-Garasu. To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl's Yata-Garasu even exists. That's all I have to say. I'm not lying when I say I saw the suspicious person run into Mr. Koshin's office. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of retracting my testimony. Good. Just to confirm, did you have a partner when you were on your investigation? No, I moved alone. In that case, you have no one to corroborate your alibi. Is that correct? Are you calling her suspicious because she was in a room by herself? How pathetic. And it wasn't when Agent Sheena tried to arrest Kay under the same rationale? And we're redeeming lethal company, not much people see Mr. I mean, that's what the issues we have, is that, I don't know if we have the people for Lethal Company. I mean, we had a lot of people play it in the beginning, but I think Lethal Company has kind of fallen off. People don't play it as much. How about when you accuse Larry because he was a weapons owner? Grr. Hey, Cheaper, that's why I said RuneScape, but that didn't fly either. Depot the next LC. That's unexpected for that useless zombie to get into that situation. Although I suppose it's never a good idea to let mistakes go uncorrected. Yeah, there was that. I mean, no excuse for what I did in that situation. You should apologize right now for making Kay out to be the killer, pal. It was paying the repo and got inspiration, go back and make a new content for Lethal Companies. Maybe next patch might revive the interest. It's possible. I'm sorry, Sheena. I apologize. I'm sorry. If it's really okay, I mean, it's not, I'm not under suspicion anymore. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, well, I never doubted you. Not for 1 second. And same goes for me. I believe in Sheena. Let's put that to the test and see if she is really worthy of your trust. Heh. This promises to be interesting. Alright, to the rebuttal! During the first Babelese fire, I assisted in putting out the fire.
Hold it!
So you helped with the fire extinguishing effort. I was in charge of the police on the Babelese side, so I helped them with their work. Thanks for doing the job of fireman. You really know how to work people. I'm switching my water. 1 second. I finished my tea. I actually kind of like... I feel... I don't know what it is, but I feel healthier since I stopped drinking soda. Not a lot, but, you know. Although I do have trouble keeping my weight up now. She sure does. That's because she's one awesome woman who knows how to manage. I guess so. She's always bringing you a business card on a scroll at just the right time. Why you throw boba at me? I needed to have boba again. It's been a while. There's a place near me that has it, but it's very expensive. Okay, well, stop throwing stuff at me. You distracted me with boba. I was focused. You just did it anyway. Alright, I'll bring biscuit. Okay, prepare everything before I'm ordered to. That is the definition of a secretary. She kind of seems more capable than Agent Lang, doesn't she? Boba, it's a type of... I think boba is the little bubble yogurt things in tea. Randa Fox. Is this new? Gun Shorts Fox. This is new. We got a new Fox. Kirara gets all the new stuff. I know these are new because I just put in like 2 days ago. Hold on. I don't know how Carrara does that. All right, let's see here. All right, let's do a refund. Random Fox, Carrara, sent back. Okay. It's Gun Shorts Fox. I think she's certainly more capable than you, Detective. Oh, I kind of had a feeling you were going to say that. Get close to another interesting word. So he doesn't have Bobo, uses the expensive in a country where it's available. I mean, everything's expensive over here. Like, I wanted to go out and get ramen, and it was like $16 or $17 a bowl. She is more just capable secretary, you know. She would tell him what other things you're good at. All right. Yeah. Minimum. That was the starting price. It went up if you got extra stuff in it. During second fire, I was searching for the Yadagara suit that appeared in Babel.
Hold it!
By second fire, you mean the one that consumed the third floor of Babel, correct? Yeah, and I went and got I got some steamed pork buns and takoyaki. And so it was like 5 takoyaki balls and 2 small steamed buns, and it was like $19. I had to eat something to go with it because it wasn't enough for a meal. I should have stuck with the ramen. I wanted to try 2 different things instead of one. By second fire, you mean the one that consumed the third floor of Babel, correct? Yes, that was when the suspicious person was spotted in Babel. And you were after the same person, the coat that I was after. There's no proof that the suspicious person was really the Yadagara Su. I'm armed. I'm always armed. Because no one's able to get a good look at the person's face. For your protection, that is. And by the way, how was your team's investigation? I mean, that'd be nice. Sandwiches? Sandwich? Fox have sandwich? In order to extinguish the fire, water was pumped into the third floor via the windows. The majority of the investigators conducted their searches on other floors. Maybe they did, but there was one person who was wandering around lost on the third floor. When the fire was pretty much out, I moved to investigate the third floor. You did that alone? Yes. Searching, I heard a scream coming from the next room over.
Hold it!
You were in the room next to Mr. Coach's office. I told you I was earlier, and as I was examining the neighboring room, I heard that girl's shrill scream. When hearing her, I immediately ran toward Mr. Coach's office. I glanced over, wherein you proceeded to arrest her, as I recall. Yes, I did. But she was totally innocent, pal. I thought we had already cleared that up. And I thought I had already apologized for my behavior. Now, if the today's detective would be so kind as to be quiet. Ung. I have to agree. Right now, she's not the time to take issue with that. Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. But I do take issue with the fact that you didn't see the Yadagara Su agent, Sheena. Oh, the prosecutors of this country are all so strange. But I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yadagara Su.
Hold it!
You were unable to catch even a glimpse despite being in the next room? Is that true? I hate to repeat myself. Oof. I'm sorry for inconveniencing you. However, I simply wish to make sure that you are not misremembering something. We wouldn't want you to be accused of lying later on, would we? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Are you calling Sheena's testimony a lie? Agent Lang, I'm talking with Agent Sheena right now. So I appreciate it if you wouldn't interrupt us with superfluous comments. I'm worried that one of these days, these random sounds that I'm repeating on here are going to actually make a word. And knowing how those things tend to happen, it's going to make a word like it's like a curse word. And I'm going to feel really bad. And you guys are going to be like, oh, I thought this was a family-friendly stream. Aw, you know, I feel kind of bad for him. I understand his pain at watching one of his subordinates being accused. However, I cannot turn my eye from the truth. Lang, I'm alright. As for you, I think you should be focusing your doubts on that girl rather than me. And why is that? To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl Yadagarasu even exists.
Hold it!
Are you throwing Kay's words into doubt again? Well, she does claim to be the Yadagarasu, right? And she did try to chase down the Yadagarasu despite being just an average citizen. In fact, she came here with the goal of capturing the fake Yadagarasu. That's right, which is why I would never lie about anything related to the Yadagarasu. I knew when they started using the word Yadagarasu, it was going to come up a lot. I suppose you have proof of that somewhere? Not quite, but even without any, I have people who believe in me, and that's enough. I see. Kay's testimony is without flaw, but as for yours... Well, let's just say I find your testimony to be a bit suspicious. Oof, there seems to be a very large flaw in her testimony. Oh? Why aren't you sure we're using what we found out with the little thief? I will, in due time. Escape route of the Yadagarasu that Kay was in pursuit of. Turns out that it really does lead right to Agent Shina. And what is it that she's keeping from us right now? Do we try for it? Is it time?
Objection!
Let's give it a shot. It might be time. Being in the room next to Mr. Coach's office is the problem with your testimony. Oh, I think I get kind of downvoted. Also, people can't really tell. For some reason, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the question of my gender comes up a lot. I don't know why that is. I mean, I have my suspicions. I mean, I'm not exactly, you know, a Chesty LaRue. Wow, is that reference too old for you guys? Oh, please tell me if I get that reference. Anyway, I'm not exactly the what's the word? I'm not exactly the engineer in charge of the breastworks. It's from a very old movie. It's from Blazing Saddles. Yeah, it's from a movie. Are you familiar with Mel Brooks? The singer in that was Chesty LaRue. Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what the problem you're talking about at all. Also, I don't have like, you know, most VTubers, they have like super high pitched voices, almost like they're like on helium. Oh, it's okay. Don't feel bad. No need to feel bad. And I don't really. I just like I don't use a voice changer at all. No voice changer. No anything special. Just talking. So, yeah, I don't have the super high pitch. I can't do the Miko voice. I try. I'm not good at it. I've been practicing, though. But I'm not going to show you unless it comes up, so give me more time to practice. See? That's how I'm playing that off. And so you don't have guys have to tell me how bad I am at it again. Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all. Agent Lane, do you recall the secret we discovered about the Alabaster office fireplace? Oh, you mean how it connects the office with the room next door? Well, I mean, that's not a goal of the stream. Like, I don't... Well, thank you. But the goal, I get hit with stuff if I do that. I've actually done it before. Oh, you mean the whole thing? No, I've never done the whole thing. What about it? Well, Alabaster isn't the only country with secret connecting fireplaces. What? Fireplace in Mr. Coachen's office holds the exact same secret. But what? The Yatagarasu didn't escape through the door to the next room or the window. The escape route was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room over. Now do you see? If the Yatagarasu had escaped to the next room, then the thief would have run straight into Agent Shina. Had been Juan. Oh, there's another one. Looks like it, the hiccups. Juan. I mean, it's impossible for her to miss the Yatagarasu. Ah! Aya! Juan! Well, what does it mean, this, Miles? Well, would you care to explain, Agent Shina? How you managed to completely miss the fleeing Yatagarasu, or shall I? She's gonna start grinning. Your claim that you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? Truth is, you were the one who Kay saw in the coat. Pretending to be the Yatagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. They tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Coach's office, and headed for the fireplace. They shed your coat in the next room, leaving it there to emerge as Agent Shina. After that, you came back around to place Kay under arrest. Does that sound about right? If not, to speak now or forever hold your peace. How dare you make Kay look like the bad guy when you're the suspicious one, pal? She'll start laughing. Pwah. Shina? He. I told you she'd start laughing. He. She's turning into Michael Jackson. No way. Is it that laughing? Oh no. Is it the laughing person in disguise? I did what? What'd I do? Do I remember? I don't know what'd I say? I don't listen to myself. That laugh. I remember this irritating laugh. I did say she would laugh. I'm getting chills down my spine. I didn't think it was actually the woman, though. I did wonder where she was, though. It can't be, but it has to be. Shina, what's wrong with you? Well, I'm sorry. It was so funny that I couldn't help but laugh. Funny, you say. Take off your wig. Yes, that you accuse me of being the Yatagarasu. Prosecutors of this country really are all so very strange. Think you can get away with this by simply laughing it off? Well, you think I'm taking things too lightly? I think not. It's that prosecutor who is. Rip her hair off! It's a wig! Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. Yatagarasu fled to the fireplace. Do you have any proof to back up your claim? If you don't, you haven't proven the thing regarding the Yatagarasu's escape route. One of the voice you're taking with me now has certainly changed. That's because it's been a while since I've had this much fun. I think I'll let loose and then we can have a real battle of wits. For Agent Interpol to show me the true power of her mind is a great honor. Don't underestimate me. I'm not some foolish broad, you know. I know, and that's why I won't hold anything back. Either has to answer your question. My question. Here's your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in Babel was used recently. I mean, this says it, but I don't know if that's it. We just presented that, so I think it's gotta be this, right?
Take that.
I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question? Yes. According to Ambassador Plano's testimony, he said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace of Mr. Coachin. Oh? The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there. Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up.
Objection!
Oof. Unfortunately for you, Master Plino said that he forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. When the Yatagarasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. I still don't understand, like, when we... Can we look at the picture? Okay, look at the picture. That's not the picture. Well, okay, look at the picture. See how it's open? Like, you just pass through on the side. Why wouldn't you not just, like, close it back the same way it went? Why don't you have to... Like, when you go through a door, you don't, like, rotate the door 180 degrees out around the hinges. You just close it back when you come through. Whatever. The movement of the ashes that were in Mr. Coach's office is my proof. Aha. Aha-ha. Aha-ha. Ah-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. I hate her laughing! You just find it so funny. Ashes as proof? Are you allowed to submit such flaky evidence in court? You still wish to fight us? Of course, why wouldn't I? In that case, let's hear your counter-argument. My counter-argument, huh? This really is just like being in court. Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we left off all those years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. Doesn't matter if we're at a crime scene or in court. Let's finish this here and now. I suppose. I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow weird at this game of cat and mouse. Fox and mouse. Let's make this last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all. You know, I heard something interesting about where foxes came from. So apparently there's an ecological niche for an animal that pounces, eats small rodents, purrs, and can turn into a loaf. And like 90% of the time, that niche is filled with a cat. But a fox is what happens when that niche is filled with a dog. Because foxes are kind of somewhere between cats and dogs, I think. Did you know foxes can purr? My eyes, all you proved is that rotating fireplace wall was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace now, can you? Yep, cat dog. Then who is it that used the rotating wall? Shows me your answer with real evidence. We've already finished our very thorough investigation. And found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Coach's office. And there you have it. My counter-argument. Arg. That is correct. They are very similar. That's very impressive. She has seen through to the fact that I have yet to gather that one piece of evidence. What is it, Kay? I haven't heard a peep out of you in quite a while now. If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest of it to us. But Kay, pull yourself together. You're the true heir to the Yatagarasu name, are you not? If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off of it. This chase you're running to catch the truth. You must see through to the very end. Mr. Edgeworth, you're right. I will see this through to the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oof. With pleasure. Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it? Sheena, please, show me you're someone I can trust. Don't worry, this will be the deciding match. You'll see. I'm truly sorry, Agent Lang, but I simply cannot allow her to escape me again. Very well then, Agent Sheena. Shall we begin? I'm ready whenever you are. Rebuttal! Are we rebutting her rebuttal? Wait. My eyes, all you proved is that the rotating fireplace wall was used.
Hold it!
Sounds to me like you're saying my explanation is not good enough. I was able to go through the revolving door myself. That should be proof enough even for you, pal. Looks like you don't quite understand. By your looks, I can guess that you're not all that learned. Learned. Yeah, talk about rude. should watch what you say, pal. Sad I can't say I disagree with her on that one. But you know what I mean, right? You may have proven that the fireplace was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace now, can you?
Hold it!
So you want proof that the Yatagarasu was the one who used the fireplace? That's right. Well, do you have any? Arg! Can you prove that it wasn't the Yatagarasu who used the fireplace? That doesn't cut it. I don't need to prove anything to you. Objection!
Hold it!
Okay, if you could please not steal my line. So sorry. I just couldn't hold it in anymore. Well, don't fret and leave it for her to be. All you have to do is sit back and watch. Aha! You may seem to have some wiggle room. Without any evidence, it's meaningless. Then who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me answer with real evidence.
Hold it!
It's possible that Yatagarasu left fingerprints inside the fireplace. Sorry, but I had the forensics team check that already. All they found were prints belonging to Ambassador Polino and Mr. Kochin. Curses. I should have known better than to think that Yatagarasu would have been so careless. Must be some sort of evidence that we still have yet to find. Ah, I take it you have no further objections. No, we've already finished our very thorough investigation.
Hold it!
Interpol has finished examining the entire Bablies embassy. Yes, investigators who weren't allowed into the Alabaster were incredibly helpful. They all put in a great effort to search for any sign of the Yatagarasu.
Objection!
Yet despite all that effort, it appears that they failed to notice the lack of ash in the office fireplace. Furthermore, you were the one who inspected the room next to Mr. Kochin's, correct? I didn't notice the ash there in the fireplace of that room, and for that, I'm sorry. I need to apologize, Sheena. As your boss, your mistakes are my mistakes. So allow me to apologize for you. I'm sorry. You know, maybe this guy's not such a bad guy after all. He apologized for his swornness and everything. What a great boss. Are you saying that I don't do anything for my own subordinates? Ack! No, nothing of the sort, sir. I mean, he gives him pay cuts all the time. You're someone I really respect, sir, even if you are a bit too strict sometimes. That's only a problem on your end. Wow, way to be super hard on him in response. Are we too strict on everyone? Machina, you didn't find anything in Mr. Kochin's office, right? That's right. We finished our investigation. And we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Kochin's office.
Hold it!
So you really didn't find anything? Yes, as I said, not one suspicious thing. Although, as you already know, we did find the Yatagarasu's key in the document detailing the smuggling operation. We still haven't found the blade that belonged to the Babli's knife handle yet. I see. My subordinates worked hard to investigate everything. So there was nothing else to find, alright? Oh, Agent Lang really sticks up for his people. Where'd she come up with all these scrolls? Langsy says all men are brothers and friends become family. Brother! Oh, so you see now. My people are my family and their families are my family too. That's a rather large family you have there. I just want to point out, if a business ever tells you that they're like a family, run. Run! Run away. As we all know, there's always one black sheep in any family. My favorite line is from Better Off Ted, where they had they had like an advertisement for the company. It's like, for this business, we consider you family, and you want to spend more time with your family, don't you? Trying to get people to work more hours for free. Well, I'm glad I feel like family. I do try to keep a nice, chill, comfortable atmosphere here. That's the goal. And though it pains me, Agent Lang, you will know the black sheep in your family. So do you actually have any proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace passageway? No, I haven't found any yet. Then what are we going to do? Oh, there's no need to worry. Because there is a loophole in Miss Interpol agents, arguably we can explore it first. One charge of Babli's investigation was not Agent Lang. Which means that with Agent Shiina not in charge, it's possible she may have tampered with the evidence. There's evidence to be found. If there's one thing I do know, is that someone tried to hide it from us. Present the wire. It's time for the wire.
Objection!
Okay, yeah. Go with something good. No, if I say you and your agents have finished your thorough investigation. Are you absolutely certain that you didn't overlook anything? Well, aren't we full of ourselves standing there insulting Interpol agents? You better not be insinuating that my men are incompetent, Mr. Prosecutor. I'd never do that. However, it doesn't change the fact that they did overlook something. I'd like for you to take a look at this length of wire. What exactly is this supposed to mean? I don't know, why are you sweating? Length of wire. So what about it? I'll tell you what, we found this in the Babley's embassy not long ago. What? And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Koch's office. You found that? At the scene of Mr. Koch's murder? Well, this wire wasn't all we found. We found one other very important thing. There's more? Mr. Koch's office. There were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there. What in the... Hi-ya! That evidence was something you found out through the girl's machine, right? What if it was? Ah, that's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills? No. You see? So there was nothing in that office. Nothing you can call evidence anyway.
Objection!
I'm sorry, but I seem to have given you the wrong impression. How so? I don't recall saying that I was presenting evidence of any sort. Rather, I was pointing out that your investigation was incomplete. And that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu. Sioux. You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I asked you to point out what part of my investigation is incomplete. Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent Shina. Is it not possible that the reason the person Kay was chasing chose the 3rd floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor? Furthermore, we come to see that Agent Shina was only pretending to be investigating the Yatagarasu to the point of arresting Kay. In that case, there's one location that no one is... There's one location that no one has yet to inspect. His investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. Ah, do we do the room or the elevator? Oh, we got the room or the elevator? I think we go for the room. With the room.
Take that!
Location Agent Shina is, of course, the room you claim to have examined. I believe the room next to Mr. Kochin's office warrants a thorough inspection. If you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there. I'll be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check out the room next to the office. Alright, unfortunately, we gotta do a quick, we gotta kill the pre-roll for a minute. So I'll be right back, okay? We're gonna brush. Why eat your apple? You see how it came on the screen right as the thing went up? Alright, I'll be right back, okay? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. It's okay. 3 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm back. We still have 1 minute to spare, though. 1 minute to spare. Alright, so while we wait, we'll do this. Fish. Free fish. Oh, by the way, Zarek, there is gold and silver for you in the guild bank. Oh, thank you. I got a triggerfish. Am I still Gunshorts Fox? That'd be fitting if it was. Let me look. I am still Gunshorts Fox. By the way, if 2 people queue it up at the same time, it just takes a second. Ah! Zarek catches a fish and throws it at me. See how it is? You see how I get treated? Alright, we're back. Alright. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you really think that Mrs. Sheena is the Yadagarasu? Sue? Yes, and my logic is sound. I believe she is. And I'm not going to let her get away with ruining my name of the Yadagarasu. Sue. I need to pin my hair back again. Pin my hair down. But can you prove she's the Yadagarasu? Sue? Is the question. Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will find, then I should be able to. So what are you hoping he'll find? I should say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier. An experiment? As if that detective has the brains for high science. It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as Yadagarasu. Sue. And what did you find out by doing that? First, it is possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Babley's ink. Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway. Of course you can play catch with foxes. I play catch sometimes. Well, not in a while. I don't really go outside anymore. But is it really worth so little? I believe this is actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I'm about to prove. Ezra, I found some things you really need to see, sir. Oh, so what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir. You found a coat? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one that the person I was chasing was wearing. Yes, the possibility does exist. And Sheena, were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it? Well, unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. Aw. Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now?
Hold it!
These items the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I guess we'd be allowed to examine them. They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission.
Objection!
I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. But you wish to deny us access to them. Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this. I say let them look at your stuff, Sheena. Lang. Sheena, let's put it all out in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to fear. Nothing to worry about, right? Which videos? Don't link them in chat, though, in Twitch, though. It'll get blocked. You can leave them in Discord. I'll look at them at some point. I do look at Discord, just not as often as I probably should. I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you like. After all, I have nothing to hide. Oh, good. Now let's begin. So which Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir? Look at the coat. Let's examine the coat. Yes, sir. Here's you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena? The Yadagarasu the case saw was wearing a coat. And I'm beginning to wonder if that stain wasn't created when he went through the fireplace. No, you have it wrong. That soot probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire. What about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Oh, I didn't realize that the hem was that dirty. So there is a fox sanctuary where they basically treat the foxes as pets. And foxes are very playful. I will tell you, Look, I don't want to insult myself, but you should know that the reason that foxes don't make really good pets is because they tend to, they have a smell. Foxes have a certain smell to them. They're a little musky. Musky Foxy. I'll thank you for the pets. I realized the hymn was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire. I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie? You don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern in the dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace. Your words being hollow in the absence of evidence, you know? So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace, which I can. Foxes are, like, I mean it, they're a mix of dogs and cats. If they're raised with dogs, they tend to, like, bark and stuff. Oh, what? How? You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Huh? You mean me, sir? What did I do? This coat. This is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I've been hoping to find the coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. Next year, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. I don't quite get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir. All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance on the coat ham is. Oh? You think you can do that? Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat. You'll have to ask Zelric about that one, but it has played many times on when we play Beat Saber. Unfortunately, we're taking a couple weeks off of Beat Saber as I let my arm heal up a bit. So my arm has not been hurting hardly at all lately this week. So I've been slowly like stretching and figuring out what hurts and what doesn't hurt. My range of motion is still a little bit weak, especially with like full extension in my arm. And when I try to like twist my wrist, if that like when I turn my fist over, I don't have quite the range of motion that my other arm does. It won't go quite as far. So I've got to stretch that out a bit without pain. I got to do that without pain. Because if I stretch too far, it'll start hurting again, and then it's bad. You need a Fox advice redeem? What do you need advice for? Oh yeah, I do one for all of it. But Babbly's ink. Yes, this is what will prove that the coat went through the fireplace. According to Master Polino, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point in mentioning it again. My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. Yeah, because if it's something private, you can just send me a DM in Discord. It's fine. I'll help if I can. I go get your food! And let us know what it is. The dark substance on this coat turns out to be Babbly's ink. It proves you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Hack! Sorry to have clipped up one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet. So you have no way of proving whether or not this is Babbly's ink on the coat of him. Oh, but I do, and I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds. How? How you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I'll prove that dark substance on the coat is Babbly's ink. Are we really gonna burn the coat? We burn it? We can find out whether that is Babbly's ink or not by lighting it on fire. That's how you're going to prove that is Babbly's ink? Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Because I'll show you here now what the dark substance is. Sheena, sorry to do this, but I'm going to have to cut off a bit of your coat. Go ahead, I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway. Now someone could loan me a lighter or something. I got some matches, I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bombs. So my presentation on the meaning of life. The problem, and I think the reason why people have trouble figuring out the meaning of life, is because the meaning of life is subjective, as with many things. So, some people find the meaning of life in, you know, raising a family, you know, building something. Some people find it a meaning of life in their work. They find, you know, they feel like they are making a difference. Some people build their own family with out of friends, like I've done. But it all comes down to what you want out of life. And there is no wrong answer. Well, okay, I lied. There are wrong answers. The meaning of life is not to take as many lives as possible. That's not a good meaning of life. If I could please have 1K, we can get this experiment underway. The flame. That burned fast. It's the same color as the flame's wick crystal oil produces, which means Falby's ink is a product of wick crystal oil. And when lit, the ink produces a green flame. Well, probably the time has come to clip the Yatagarasu's other wing. Ishina, you're the fake Yatagarasu. The one who killed my father. It's about time you came clean, Agent Shina. Or should I say, please do you? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you? Do I look like the joking type to you? Ah. Falclisto, you? I've never heard that name before in my life. That manner of speaking and that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years. You're the tenant's attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to frame me for it. Oh, really, and you have proof? You insist on this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me.
Objection!
Faraday is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived. It will reveal your true ugly form to the world. Not poetry, I want to see some evidence. Do you have something that can prove that she is Callisto you? I do. Something the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years. Give me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, for we have finally come to the end. We'll prove her to be Callisto you with this and clip this Yatagarasu's wings for good. Alright? There's only one piece of evidence it could be.
Take that!
This perfume. This will prove you to be the Callisto you. It will? Kay's preserved it perfectly for us. Sure you remember this bottle. This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Perhaps this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well. This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever since. I heard from my father, Byrne Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint could be preserved for decades. Which means that your fingerprints are still on here, every last one. We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Tina, will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test? Aha. Hee 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 hee, aha, 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 aha. Wow, look at that face! Ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Looks like you've seen right through me yet again. I think so. What do you got for food? Aha, you're sitting back the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth. Callisto, you. So you've shown your true face at last. This feeling of thrill, it's even greater than that time 7 years ago. Shina, you're... Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man. So you're a spy all along. Toast with cheese sausages, that sounds good. I'm all sent by a smuggling ring I've been chasing after. When was the last time I had meat? This weekend? I think I had a little bit this weekend. Let's see. Sunday I had... What did I have for breakfast? Oh, yes. I had a chicken chorizo. Chorizo chicken burrito. No, I'm not vegan. I do eat mostly vegetables, though. I try to be healthy. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but meat is expensive. And don't even talk about eggs. Who can afford eggs these days? I'm almost sent by a smuggling ring I've been chasing after. Someone who's been feeding them intel on Interpol all this time. Aha, very good. Maybe you're not as big as an idiot as I thought. Hey, still you, the woman who killed my father 7 years ago. Oh, I talked to a doctor. The doctor said that I'm what you call a selectitarian. That I mostly eat vegetables, but I have no problem eating meat. I just try to eat, I choose my food carefully. You're her, aren't you? The fake Yatagarasu. I don't know. It's, like, messed up. That's right. That's still you. That's just one of my many names. But see, we have all this evidence we never used. Like, what is, like, we never used this thing. We never used this thing. We never used this thing or this thing. Oh, I guess we still have the other case, don't we? Clisto is a genius of butterfly? That's cool. So like Clisto U, that's just one of my mini names. I mean, that's just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Halfway! Clisto U, this time you won't escape, for this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. You draw some amount of red meat. Veggie are more expensive than red meat? Oh, wow. You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression on me, Kay Faraday. Had you not used the Yatagarasu's gadgets, I might have never known who you were. And here you are, being a thorn in my side. Just like your father always was. Hey, don't. Yeah, so for example, like if I were to make tacos, so when I make tacos, I did the math. I was talking to somebody about it. My tacos cost $70. $70, okay? $70 is how much I'm going to spend on tacos before I finish this set of tacos. $70 of that $70, I put in 12 cans of black beans. 12 cans. If I put in that amount of red meat, approximately, let's see, 42. Approximately 42 tacos. No, that's maybe more. It's hard to say. So, hold on. How many have I had so far? So far I've had, let's see, 1, 2, let's see. 8, 15, 22, 29, 30 tacos. I've had 30 tacos so far. Out of that. And I am still in the second to last container. So we still have at least 2 weeks left, I think. So it's going to be about 45 tacos, I guess. It's about 45 tacos, give or take. And those are big tacos, by the way. It's not like those little tacos, like, you know the Taco Bell tacos? They're like, I don't know how much they are now. Yeah, basically I have 1 taco a night. And if the taco is basically, I use burrito shells. Hold on, how big are they? They are 10-inch tacos. No, they're soft. Here, let me give me a second. I'll pull up the actual ones I'm having. These are the ones I have now. They were on sale. These right here. So these are the ones I'm having. So they come in 8 count. I get them buy one get one. So yeah, so I bought 4 packs of those for like $6. But I already used up 2, I think. 2 or 3. I have lost count. I was gonna count them, but it's kind of hard to count for like 6 weeks. I think I'm gonna get 6 weeks tacos out of these at least. Anyway. But yeah. Hey, don't you! I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father. She's dangerous. Ugh, you really are just like him. Miss Faraday, too, possess such laughable honesty. Ah, Kay! Ah, you let Kay go right now, pal. You despicable. Let go of me, you filthy. Arg! No, I used to use Firefox. Why did I stop using Firefox? There's a reason. Oh, I stopped using Firefox because it was using up too much memory. Think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu. I actually like Francisco's better. For his short hair. It's improved again? Ah. That's impossible. My father was the one who created Little Thief. Ah ha ha. Hey, Edgeworth. Yatagarasu has 3 legs. Do you know why that is? Why it has 3 legs? There are 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. No, it can't be. Did you finally figure it out? You finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu? The real identity of the Yatagarasu is... neither person. The identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Faraday nor Cliss to you. By the same token, they are also both the real Yatagarasu. Ah, how very perceptive of you. No way. The single person known as the Great Thief, Yatagarasu, never existed. Edgeworth. I know, I refuse to believe it. The Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. The Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. And a lawyer would have the opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. The Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor would not be well versed in the ways of a criminal. And skill number 3. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever. Detective Bad! To the rescue! It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind. Because the lead detective on the case hid it all away. You're the 3rd member of the Yatagarasu. Oh, wait, is he not to the rescue? You're the 3rd member of the Yatagarasu? You. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you. Wait, is he on our side or not? Ah, why, Mr. Bad, long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. If you're such a great team, then why did you kill my father 7 years ago? Ha ha ha, why indeed? It was nothing personal, really. He was just another person I had to kill. How can you say that? I go weird and it's about time for everything to come to an end. And this time I won't miss. Stop. You! Kay! It's over, Sheena. Your leg. I throw rice in there as well. Okay, so let me give you the recipe. Okay, so what I do is I cook 2 pounds of rice. 2 pounds. I use brown jasmine rice because I love the smell of it. I love the smell of brown jasmine rice. But what rice you use really doesn't matter. Brown jasmine rice, 2 pounds of it. I've had good luck with this time with 12 cans of black beans. You can adjust your ratio however you like. I threw in 2 16-ounce jars of hot salsa. I used 4 packs of hot and spicy taco spices. And that is the filling. That's the filling, right? So that you can freeze that. You can put it in the fridge. It's good for, a week or 2 in the fridge. You gotta be careful. You can't leave it out, though, because it's got rice in it. But you can freeze it. Freeze is great. And then you can thaw it out in the fridge. Then what you do is you take your burrito. I lay down a layer of cheese. Not very big. It depends on how my mood, how healthy I'm feeling. And on that, I put taco sauce. And then I sprinkle in, I like really, really spicy stuff. So I sprinkle in, right now I've been using these, insane, I think it's called, I can't feel my face, um, pepper flakes. Very expensive, also very delicious. Before that, I used, just, Carolina Reaper powder. But yeah, so I take the shell, lay it on a plate. I use the cheese, I put sauce, I put the spices, extra spices. I heat that up to melt the cheese a little bit for like 30 seconds. And then you put the filling in, and then you add lettuce on top of it. But I will tell you this. So what you do, here's the trick. So I don't know if your country does this, but our stores over here in America, they like to run buy one, get one free sales. So I like to buy like the taco shells when they're buy one, get one free. So I usually do a mix of we have a thing called Mexican cheese mix. It's like 4 to 6 kinds of cheese. But cheddar's also good. Cream cheese is probably not the right cheese. It wouldn't be bad, but I don't think it'd be right. And all the soft cheeses are kind of weird. I had some extra like mozzarella cheese, and that made a weird taco. It was okay. It just was weird. But yeah, so what I do is I buy the shells when they're buy one get one free, and then you get like twice as many for the same price. And so then you can just throw those in the freezer. You can freeze those as just as well. And you know, like beans, they keep forever. I mean, like 2 or 3 years. So you just buy all the ingredients when they're on sale, and then once you have them all, then you can make your tacos, and then you don't have to worry about it. So that's how it's so cheap. That's how I can eat for 6 weeks of entrees, basically the entire meal, for $70. Your leg. Agent Lang. Gnurk. You idiot. What were you thinking? Jumping in front of my gun like that. What are you risking your life for? I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter what sort of past she may have had, even if she is a spy, doesn't change the fact that she is my subordinate. And as long as she is, I cannot allow any harm to come to her, not even from you. You really are an idiot, you know? You know that? I know. Huh, that's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey, sis? Yes? I want you to conduct a full body search. She and I might have another weapon on her. Alright. Take the Gumshoe, your assistance, please. Sir. Hey, I found something. What is it, sir? Looks like a blade of a knife, but doesn't have a handle. This is a great find, Detective. Huh? It is, sir? Let's try pairing this blade up with a handle.
Take that!
It's the only one we have. I believe this blade actually belongs with this handle that was on the murder weapon. Hey, they fit together perfectly. This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched. I want to go return this bad blade's knife now. Alright, I trust you'll make sure that it is returned to Ambassador Polino. That blade's knife handle given to Detective Gumshoe. I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it. Callisto, you. The only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Koch's murder. Ah. Which means you must be Mr. Koch's killer. €35? Huh. Let's see. Oh, no, you don't need 72. You need, like 42. Do like, 48. That's still kind of expensive. So, at the grocery store, they are about $3.50, I think, for a pack of 8. But if you get them buy one, get one, you get 16 for $3.50. So for like 6 weeks of tacos. More than half as cheap as we are. Yeah, I get the buy one, get one. Like, I don't buy them if they're not on sale, unless I, you know, I've already made tacos. That's why I try to stock up in advance. So next time they go on sale, I'll buy them and fill them in the freezer. So I have them ready to go. I do that with bread, too. I have 3 loaves of bread, full entire loaves of bread in my freezer right now. Kill Mr. Coach with an Alabastian knife. It's like a game of Clue. Switch the handles and then took the original blade of the Bad Boy's knife with you. Later you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kane in the open-air stage. You used the fireplace to lose her, and then you went back to accuse her of the murder. Does that about sum it up? Yeah, you have to do the math on it yourself, but try buy them on sale. Yeah, let's see. So for me, the amount of tacos I have, I got 6 packs of them, and so that would have been about $10. I don't know how much that is in euros. So about $10 for the taco shells. For 48 tacos. Does that about sum it up?
Objection.
Aha, you crafted an engaging tale, Edgeworth. But there are 2 problems with it. Problems? In what respect? We think my real reason wasn't allowing her to chase after me. Fuck. It was all so I could capture Kay Faraday. What? When I saw you using that device at Gatewater Land, I knew right away that you were Byrne Faraday's daughter. Aha, I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out you were on the trail of the Yatagarasu. Sioux. That's why I tried to pin Mr. Coach's murder on me. Yes, I knew you would show up at this embassy tonight. So I thought to use you, but pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal. You had another? Yes, once I had you under arrest, I had planned to search you. And take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, that true Yatagarasu. You want to take the little thief away from me? 7 years ago, it was thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. I had a tough time recovering that precious key. And the person who stole the Yatagarasu's key was Mr. Faraday. You, that incident 7 years ago. What was the catalyst behind it? In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarasu? Why? There is no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean? The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now to this day. Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Cochin? And the real ringleader is still out there, pulling the strings. Are you going to ask what you need to know? Because if so, we should probably get going. You probably need to get a doctor. And you're going to tell me everything you did tonight. Do you understand, Sheena? I guess I should tell you then, that I was the one who set the Bobley's embassy on fire. And why'd you do that? I suppose it was to destroy all evidence of the counterfeit bills. That's what the smuggling ring was trying to do. But then why start 2 fires? Sorry, but I can't tell you anything about the ring. It's your job to complete your investigation, after all. I've had my fun, now it's your turn to enjoy the ride. Wait. I mean, Miss Sheena. Yes? When I fell to the floor earlier, these fell at my feet. What about them? They're such pretty hair sticks that I thought, well, I should return them to you. You can have them. They're of no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away. No, I want to keep them. Yeah, thanks for talking to me. Go get some sleep, get some rest, have a good night, sleep well, have good dreams. And, hope to see you again. I mean, we're back here tomorrow, same Fox time, same Fox channel. Night-night. Suit yourself. Big stretch, alright, I'm stretching. Hold on. Stretch, big stretch. Stand up. Big stretch. Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to stretch my arm a little bit. Just a little bit. That's right, I almost forgot Edgeworth. But I'm worried if I try to stretch too much that I'm just going to hurt it again. So I'm doing little stuff to just try to build up my arm. That's right, I almost forgot Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. Ah! I didn't kill anyone tonight. What? I'm not saying this as a sore loser. Think of it as a hint, if you will. Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, Agent Lang? Mark my words, I'm not done here, and I'll be back. It's got nothing to do with the duty or anything, because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be. His anger appears to have negated the sensation of pain in his injured leg. And he limps off into the sunset. Does he have the face huggers from Alien on his legs? It's finally over, Kay. I feel like I've peered into her heart a little, you know? It's so cold and dark and incredibly lonely. The person who's giving her all these commands, the one who thought my father was a problem, to be removed. That person is the real ringleader behind the smoking ring. How are we doing on time? Still got 24 minutes. That's unfortunate. I really need to brush. Mr. Edward, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold one of these hair sticks for me? They're really pretty, just like the ones they were selling for Jam and Ninja Show. Until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome. I understand. I'll take good care of them for you. Oh, there's a bit of soil stuck on the ends of these sticks. Can we connect them with the... I know where they came from. I know what they are. Oh, I guess it's that time already, huh? So it's midnight, the dawn of another day. Hey, Pops, thanks a bunch. You've really done a lot for everyone all these years. Take it bad. Don't tell me today's the day. Yeah, it is. With this, I can retire in peace. It was down to the wire, and we almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything. That's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, you... the Yatagarasu we're chasing after. The legend of that Yatagarasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier, it was brilliant. I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you. Secret true, Uncle Bad? Were you also part of the Yatagarasu? As I said to you earlier. Okay, I'm truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you. Uncle Bad. Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all just one big joke, right? Unfortunately, it isn't. Oh, come on, sir. She's just yanking on my chain. Isn't she, Mr. Edgeworth? Detective Bad? Wait, no. You are no longer a detective. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the Yatagarasu. Now you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, here, I should give you these back to you. These are the pages from my K-Gate, the K-Gate files that Yatagarasu stole from my office. Oh, wait, what? Remember in the very first case? I must apologize for last night. That was last night? Has it been... this whole thing has been like 2 days? I mean, we've only been playing it for like 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks. Ah, whatever. So the other who stole into my room was you, was it? Wait, then that means... What? So tell me it's not true. So that's too insane for me to believe, sir. It's true. Even if it's not something you want to hear. The K-Gate incident. The K-Gate incident, it was a very emotionally trying case. We stood in that courtroom for days, the prosecutor and I as the lead detective. I mean, this is already the 4th case we've done. Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. You was the elder sister of the victim in the case. When the defendant was pronounced not guilty, she let out a great wail. That's when we realized that there was a limit to what the law could do. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside of the courts. That's what he thought at the time. That's how he formed the Yatagarasu, and vowed to bring to light any dirty dealings companies had with the ring, including companies that dealt with the Amano Group. Mr. Amano's conglomerate. We called ourselves the Yatagarasu and flexed our collective muscle. But he spoke all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then it was finally time. We had finally arrived at the moment when we found out the ringleader's true identity. It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart, and Faraday, he died for it. But why? Wasn't she the sister of the victim in the K-Gate incident? After Faraday's death, I looked into her past, and that's when I found out that she was a phony. The victim of the K-Gate incident, Sishu, she never had a sister. What? That means she now wasn't the only fake name she used. Clister Yu was also another pseudonym. She already told us that. At the very beginning, that woman was a spy sent by the Muggler. I can't talk. The Muggling Ring, yeah, it's from Harry Potter. That woman said a spy sent by the Smuggling Ring. She said herself, I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we stuck onto this page of the case file. Please use it wisely. Trump card. That photo that we stuck on there, try peeling it off. Behind it slumbers a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all those years ago. It's the mark of the Yatagarasu, but why? This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look at the back. This is something Coach had on him at the time of the K-Gate incident, 10 years ago. That blood is from the victim of the incident, Miss Sishu? Why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yatagarasu? The reason why we called ourselves the Yatagarasu was because of the three-legged raven mark that the Smuggling Ring's boss used. Apparently orders from the boss would come on these cards without fail. The person who received the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently it burns a bright green flame when set ablaze. I mean the cards were written in Babley's ink? The fact that the card that Koshin was sent made it into Faraday's hand at all is nothing short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send a card along with it to the police. That's what those white cards are. Great thief that used the mark that only those within the ring would know. Is our message to the ringleader that we were only a few steps behind. And one more thing. Detective Gumshoe? I'm entrusting this to you. His lollipop? Oh. What is this, sir? This is what I was talking about earlier. During the K-Gate incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. This important, definitive piece of evidence. I thought it was stolen. How do you have it? The person who stole it from us 10 years ago was a man by the name of Ernest Amano. And he had it locked and hidden away for all this time. But we forced him to tell us where it was, finally, after the other day's kidnapping case. This video. Don't come any closer, I'm warning you. It's the same video as the one Mr. Portsman was trying to conceal from me. Yeah, it would seem that even he was caught up in the ring's web. Amano was preparing to take on the boss someday. And the video was his insurance. That's where that prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card. You saw for yourself, right? The card that told him to preserve the evidence. And that card was not the calling card of the Yatagarasu. Rather, a directives card from the big leader to Mr. Portsman. These pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them. The evidence Mr. Portsman sought to withhold from me, and the one that you stole from my office last night. Both pieces are illegal, and for me to use either one is, whether you use them or not, is up to you. But they will be of help to you when you take on someone who is above the law. Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? Detective Bad. There's no limit to the law, for it is the people who determine the limits to them. You still insist that even now, you really are something else. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Now, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs. It's time to lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagarasu. Pops, don't ever lose your detective's spirit. Pops, why is this happening? This is justice? Like I always told you, do not get emotionally involved. Now let's go. Yes, sir. Is this really the end of a legend? I'm actually a little bit disappointed by that end. We still got a lot more to go. We'll save. It seems like a good time to go brush my tail, though. I know it's a little bit early. So maybe I just go for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. We'll figure it out eventually. All right. I'm gonna go brush for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay. 2 minutes. I'm all right. I'm back just in time. Sorry, I started talking before I realized I forgot to unmute my mic. We're back just in time. I didn't have time to fish. Fish now. I fish. All right. Let's continue. I'm not lonely. I'm good. Hey, look. Hi, Emerald. Emerald's here. Oh, we got Yang Miko Fox. All right, here we are. So now we know who the Yatagarasu really was. Yet there remains much to this case that needs to be resolved. Like how the weapons cross country lines, for example. Your countries have incredibly strict security systems and entry procedures. Sure, a miracle it's impossible for someone to have smuggled them in. Smuggling them in, huh? We need to open a new line of investigation on just this aspect alone. Oh, yeah, I'd like to go through my evidence once more. Is there evidence has been removed? Remaining evidence has been rearranged. Okay. Hey, there's a VCR here, sir. Now we can see what's on that tape Detective Bad gave us. There's evidence from the K-Gate incident hidden from sight for 10 long years. I just know this is related to the current case somehow. Let's take a look at it. Would you please play the tape for us? I'll put on some lotion while we do that. Sure thing, sir. I turn on autoplay while I do that. This man, it's Manny Kochin. Some lotion on my hands. And he's holding a knife in his hand. And a card from the Yatagarasu. This looks like footage from a security camera at the entrance of an apartment building. An apartment building? How do you figure that? Unlike you, I actually read the summary file on the K-Gate. Actually read the summary file on the K-Gate incident. And the crime scene was the victim's own apartment. So this footage was shot at the entrance to the victim's own apartment building. At the trial, Mr. Faraday claimed this piece of footage existed. However, no one could find it. Yes, somehow someone was able to steal it and hide it through Mr. Ernest Amano. I can see how this has been a definitive piece and why someone would want to hide it. This piece of evidence from a 10-year-old case. There's no way it's related to this case we're working on now, sir. Actually, I believe it has everything to do with this case we're working on now. The ringleader even went so far as to use Mr. Portsman to retrieve it. Which means that in this video lies a very inconvenient bit of footage to the ringleader. Where? Look, wait, what was that? Huh? I bet you played just now. Please show it to me again. This card is something we cannot overlook. Why that, sir? Look here, Detective Gumshoe.
Take that!
Don't you find this section to be particularly of interest? I don't see anything at all. Oh, are you talking about that thing, sir? That you can capture ghosts on film. Is that what it is, sir? Where is it in this picture, sir? That person? You're mistaking this for an apparition. Good day, Gumshoe. There's a person there. Okay, maybe it's the flag that we're looking at.
Take that!
It's the national flag of the Principality of Codopia. And because there's a national flag on it, we know this should be an official government car. The question we should be asking ourselves is, what was a government car doing there? Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth, so you were here all this time. This is the ringleader, by the way. This guy's the ringleader. I'm already calling it. That guy's the ringleader. Master Alba. Thank you very much for continuing the investigation, even at this time of night. If only I was even a tiny bit more careful. This tragedy would never have happened. I'm truly sorry. It was your fault, sir. This had nothing to do with how careful you were. You idiot Quercus, you couldn't chase after a simple thief. Also, look at what evidence we still have. By the way, this is where I saw the sticks before. There's 2 plants missing. So this is where the sticks come from. These 2. Now then, let's get down to the real reason why I came looking for the 2 of you. I'd like you to put the investigation on hold for a while. Can you do that? Excuse me? I heard you apprehended a thief that turned this embassy upside down. And we were in the middle of an event celebrating our country's reconciliation. We can't exactly have the police and detectives walking around here forever. You're scaring the visitors away. So I hope that you can understand how I feel. No, I mean, it's midnight! How many visitors do they have at midnight? But we must finish our investigation and resolve the remaining issues. I'll leave the rest to the Alabastian and Babley's police. Ambassador, we are so close. Just a little more and... Miss Von Karma, I'm afraid I've made up my mind. Without my permission, you can't proceed with your investigation anyway, right? That's true, however... As I said at the very beginning, this area can be considered to be Alabastian soil. In which case we are nothing but foreigners in their land. This is really where our investigation ends? Shifu, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Shifu, this way. I haven't moved! Also, does that not look like a face hugger from, Alien? Yo. He's walking a lot better. It's only been like 5 minutes. Agent Lang, you're back on the scene rather quickly. If I back and took a break, I'd lose the scent of my prey, Mr. Prosecutor. Agent Lang, why have you returned? Because I have to solve this case no matter what. Well, I'm sorry to inform you. Don't take this the wrong way. I don't suspect you personally. However, a member of Interpol was just found to be a thief, and so... Under the circumstances, I wish to put your investigation on hold. After all, I believe our own police can handle things from here. They are quite capable. Arg! At this rate, our investigation really will come to a close.
Knock 'em back.
Heh. Heh 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 heh. Ah ha 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 ha. Ambassador Alba, I get it now. I really do. Oh? I'm very glad you understand how I feel. No, not that. What I was talking about is... I know who the killer is behind tonight's murder. Do you know? I also know. The killer. Did you really mean that, Agent Lang? Okay, wolves don't lie. Then who is it? Well, let me first say that I'm not talking about Mr. Coach's murder. That was all Sheena. Lang Zi says the truth lies not at the exit, rather shines outside the maze itself. Truth is unexpectedly simple. Let me ask you this. Who do you think was Damask II's killer? Oh, I'll tell you who. It was you, Franziska von Karma. What? I was a killer? Hey, wait, but that's impossible. Yeah. Although, that whip is actually quite... Yow! Hold your tongue at that ludicrous remark you're about to make. Agent Lang, are you seriously accusing her of murder? Yeah, I am. He doesn't appear to be joking. Hey, sis, I remember that just before Ambassador Alba went to give his speech, he called you into his office, right? Yes, he did. But what does that have to do with anything? I'm getting to that. Furthermore, in order to solve both cases, you moved around rather freely between Albast and Babel, did you not?
Objection!
And where's your evidence that I am the killer?
Knock 'em back.
Humph. I was just getting that. Trust me, I'll show them to you in due time. Ambassador Alba, in order for me to bring this case to a close, I need you to inspect the office. I need to inspect your office one more time. Will you grant me permission? I think he knows what he's doing. He's accusing Franziska in the hopes that Alba will let him get back in the office so he can continue the investigation and prove it's Alba. But things as they are, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I? Good, let's move out. Oh, and don't even think about running away, sis. Our pack will be keeping a close eye on you. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. Oh, as if I would have any reason to flee. Just so we're clear, your logic had better be sound. Because I'll accept nothing short of a perfect explanation. She seemed rather upset, not that I blame her. Ha 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 ha. I expected that you'd accept no less. But we'll see how long you can keep that nose of yours stuck up in the air, like that. Arng!
Hold it!
Agent Lang, as someone related to tonight's case, I request you allow me to take part. And so that I may clean up my superior's mess. Oh, I guess I should. The more the merrier, especially when it's the peanut gallery. Oh, in that case, I want to join in too. I still haven't seen what it looks like in Alabast yet. So let Kay in, you gotta let me in too, pal. I can't sit around and do nothing when Mr. Von Karma's in trouble. Hey, Gummy, let's have a conversation so you can save her first, okay? Okay, I'll take you up on that. Oh yeah, I'm fired up and raring to go. As a detective, I don't believe this is something you're supposed to be excited over. Ha 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 ha. Sounds like it's gonna get real interesting. And Master Alba, I'll bring these kids along for the ride. Very well. But I'd like you to keep it in mind that this will be your last chance. Humph. I'll have this whole mess cleaned up before you know it. Now let's go. Okay, now let's first go over the facts one more time. Andy Coach's body was found over in the Secretary's office in Babel. The weapon that took his life was one of alabaster ornamental knives. Then the body of Damask II, Mr. Kashinu, was found here in the Alabastan Ambassador's office. Through our investigation, we found that the murder weapon was a Prima Duck statue, and that this is actually the Babel statue. This case, no matter how I look at it, Sis, if it wasn't you, then there's no one else who could have pulled this off.
Objection!
Agent Lang, do you understand the full implications of what you're saying? Of course I do, sis. And I'm serious. You were on the trail of the smuggling ring, and you wanted any evidence you could find. And so while people were distracted by the Yatagara's disappearance, you stuck in here. That's where you two ran into each other. Even that other thief who took advantage of the future from the fire.
Objection!
If all that were true, how do you explain the movement of the weapons? Humph. Don't worry. I plan to show that you're the culprit behind that, too. You have permission to investigate both embassies at will. That kind of free reign, you could have easily taken the weapons across country lines. Hey now. Oh, you caught the whip. Good job. Look, sis, I thought I already told you. I'm not messing around here. Arg! This case isn't directly tied to the smuggling ring. But Sheena certainly is tied to the smuggling ring. He's right in saying that she is a member of the smuggling ring. However, the connection between this case and the ring could it not be deeper than what any of us can imagine? Grr. Let's get this ridiculous circus over with already. Francisco, you need to calm down. Because you only know the facts of the Albastian side of the case. I don't believe you can see the case as a whole, and therefore solve it. What? Don't worry, I'm taking this seriously as well, and I'll prove your innocence. That's the only way to be, Mr. Prosecutor. Can you come up with anything else that can top my hypothesis? Oh, there's a game. Somebody just load up Lords of the Fallen. Why is that on my list? Why is that not on my wish list? Oh, it dropped in price. Dropped way down in price. Lords of the Fallen? It's on sale 67% off. I'm gonna add to my wish list. Can I add it to wish list? Where's my add to wish list thing? I want to add to my wish list. Oh, there it is. Alright, add to wish list. Anything else to top my hypothesis? Of course, your expedition has to solve the mystery of the moving weapons as well. They reboot it with the same title? Well, because it was terrible. I wanted to play it when it came out, but I heard it was really buggy. It says it's 2.0. I don't know what that means. Of course, and I will. Let's now delve into the truth behind the murder of Damask 2. You do understand, don't you, Miles Edgeworth? This isn't just a confrontation against Agent Lang. If you can't figure out how the murder of Damask 2 is related to the smuggling ring, then it'll mean the end of our investigation. As long as I have no good counter-argument to his hypothesis, then the best I can do is walk this thing tightrope and see what I can do. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, let's get started. Yes, let's. Wait, 2014. Wait, it didn't come out in 2014. It came out recently. I don't know. It says 2023. Yeah, the old ones are mixed, but the new ones are more positive. One of Albast's knives was used in Babel to murder Mr. Cochin. The murder weapon in killing Mr. Mask 2 is Babel's Primitive statue. Somehow these two objects were able to penetrate the two countries in impenetrable security. The only one who traversed the two countries just before and after the crimes was you. I think I don't know what you're talking about, Zarek. I thought they came out recently, and then it was bad, and so now they've launched it again. So as long as I can't explain how the weapons move about, Francisco will remain a suspect. You got it, Mr. Prosecutor. So why don't you stop giving me a hard time? Under these circumstances, who the heck can carry a weapon across country lines? I've worked through every possibility, but there's only one that's possible. Your boss. I think what I've learned from you just now is that you've lost sight of yourself. What are you talking about? What's it? The successor is 2014. This did come out in 2014. What? But that one's still out. So what is the 2023 one the reboot, or did they reboot the 2023 one? I'm confused. I focused until that was in front of us so you come blind to the truth. I should focus or Treeborn's gonna kill me. Treeborn's gonna murder me. Don't tell me, Langsy, you never said anything to that effect. You prosecutor, who do you think you are, speaking about Langsy's proverbs like that? Humph, I don't need his proverbs. Because my words are all you will need to see the truth. One of Albast's knives was used in Babel to murder Mr. Gochin. Oh, we need to go back. Hold on. We gotta press.
Hold it!
I concur this knife crossed over country lines. Good, but that's not the only thing that did. We must forget about the other weapon. The knife was only one. And the murder weapon in the killing of Damas, too, is Babel's Premiex statue.
Hold it!
So you're saying that the Premiex statue was also brought over by Franziska. Like I told you before, that's the only way it makes sense.
Hold it!
How exactly should she bring it over? I haven't figured that out yet. Oh, that's a rather weak statement, considering how sure you are. Anyway, there is one thing I do know for sure. It looked like a Dark Souls clone. And I've played quite a few of those, and I liked most of them. Somehow, these two objects were able to penetrate the two countries' impenetrable security.
Hold it!
Impenetrable. I should hardly think so.
Not so fast!
You've seen the top of the wall between the two countries, right? Who in the world could cross over that? And even I could climb over that thing with all that barbed wire. The only way into either MC is through the doors in the Theatrum Neutralis. The only way for Knapt and the Premiex statue to traverse the two countries is through those security camera-equipped, well-guarded doors. I disagree. The only one who traversed the two countries just before and after the crimes was you.
Hold it!
Was Franziska really the only person to travel between the two countries? According to the guards at both doors, she's the only one to go back and forth. Since there was an alabaster in the Yadigar Su showed. And then just before you guys found Mr. Gochin's body, she entered Babel. I think we assume that's when she brought the knife into Babel.
Objection!
How do you explain the Premiex statue? I haven't quite figured that out yet. However, the fact that the two weapons crossed the border proves that the killer must have also traveled across the country lines. One things across the border are the Premiex statue and the knife. I should hardly think that those are the only two items, Agent Lang. Alright, easy enough to... We got this. I think we present this.
Objection!
Seems now stands in context to... What? I think I was saying, put it away. The odds so badly need repairs, you might as well throw it out too. What's what we'll do here? Your chemical matters are worthless at a crime scene. Really? Alright, we need to, before we do this, we need to probably save, just be safe. Alright, what do we have? We have... We can't present profiles. Do we present it here, maybe?
Objection!
Nope, no good. Sounds like a soul in words without confidence but empty shells. Just waste your breath on words you have no confidence in, Mr. Prosecutor. I was just about to say something in full confidence to be wrong. No one likes you about your self-confidence like that? I need to be overflowing with self-confidence. Just need to think rationally. But I need to be confident in the facts. I feel like I'm botching this badly.
Hold it!
I don't think it's this one.
Hold it! Hold it!
I just bring it over.
Hold it! Not so fast!
There's only 2 items. I'm trying to figure out what are the hot dogs.
Objection!
Nope, no good.
Objection! Not so
Nope.
fast!
Oh, come on. I know what we're trying to prove, I just don't know how to prove it.
Objection! Not so fast!
Nope, no good. I'm missing something.
Objection!
So you've been following your logic? Flaw? You sure it's not your eyes that are flawed? Make it when you can see straight. Alright, we're failing. We're failing miserably. Let's just reload. What are we missing?
Hold it!
Impenetrable, trying to think so. soon as she brought the knife into Babel, they must travel across country lines. So you present something else that crossed.
Objection!
There we go. The other statue also crossed. Agent Lang, those two items are not the only two to cross the border tonight. Oh? Master 2 was killed with Babel's Premix statue, yes. If that's the case, then tell me, where did the Alblas Premix statue go? To Babel. Precisely. And if the two statues really were switched, then this means that both statues were smuggled across the border at some point. Which means that a total of 3 items were smuggled across the embassies. Well, I guess so. But you know what? Doesn't matter the number of items, only the Sis is the only one who could have done it. The only person who went back and forth between Albas and Babel is her. Is that really true? Was there no one else who could travel between the two countries? Actually, there was definitely another person. One who paid a visit to both sides of the wall.
Objection!
Is that really so, Agent Lang? Ha ha ha, what a lousy time to try and bluff your way out of this. I checked out what the guard said along with the security camera's footage. You're not going to overturn my hypothesis that easily.
Objection!
Plus, there's some other way other than through the theater doors. What other way? Another entry that managed to cross the border unharmed. Point out it would open up a whole new possibility. And though I hesitate to bring this out, as long as this entity exists, the impossible road becomes a possibility. So I got some clever idea in mind. I do, and I can show it to you through a single piece of evidence. Check fine then. Let's see this piece of evidence that will show me this other route. The evidence will show us another way to move between the two countries.
Take that!
Agent Lang, I'm sure you're familiar with this unforgettable photo. That's what I was trying to show before. Like, look, there's the other way. So that's a supernatural photo, like I said before. Humans can't fly. No, of course not. I understand that perfectly well. And don't start claiming that Sheena somehow grew wings either. I wouldn't dream of claiming that. And don't allow you to take back what you said earlier, either. I say it again, it's not humanly possible to fly through the air without wings. So you better have a good explanation for this, Mr. Prosecutor. Arng! How can I prove who it was that flew through the air in this photo? Wait, not humanly possible. Eureka. Very well. You will have your explanation. It sounds like you have a good idea simmering inside that head of yours. Let's hear it. The face hidden within this photo's blurry trail shadow is...
Take that!
Actually, the shadow is the third smuggled object. Premix statue replica. You can't be serious. The Yadagaru, or rather, Callisto Yu dressed as Agent Sheena, was inside Babel. She dressed the replica statue up in clothes and launched it through the air.
Knuckle back!
Mr. Prosecutor, you left out a very crucial bit in your explanation. I know I did. She launched it through the air? Huh. And how exactly did she do that? He's literally baring his fangs at me. He has a point. How exactly did it move through the air? Like that? As long as this remains unsolved, we won't be able to move any closer to the truth. Which reminds me, did he say this earlier? Yes, I remember that just before Ambassador Alba went to give a speech. He called you in his office, right? Just before the murder, Francisco was called here, right into this very room. If that's the case, then that may be another avenue I can pursue. Agent Lang, in order for me to answer that question, I'll need to hear testimony from Miss Von Karma. Oh? What are you up to now, pretty boy? Earlier you mentioned something of interest to me. You said that just before the murder occurred, Miss Von Karma had been in this room because Ambassador Alba had called for her. And for that reason alone, you believed her to be the killer. Yeah, I guess I did say something like that. In that case, I believe that this is my duty to ask her what her side of the story is. That makes sense to me. Do you think a criminal would tell us the honest truth? How dare you? I said numerous times there is absolutely no proof that I'm the killer. Miles Edwards, don't tell me you suspect me too. I don't. However, I can't ignore the fact that you were in this room at one point in time. Which is why I would like to hear about it from you. Kurunga! Franziska! I feel that I still don't have enough information. Which is why your testimony is incredibly important to the outcome of this case. Alright. So, what would you like me to talk about? I'd like you to please testify to your movements up to until you came to this room. Alright, let's try your way for a change. But what she has to say turns out to be a waste of time. I'll place her in arrest faster you can howl. No! As you wish. I said earlier I was assigned to guard duty in the Alabastion Embassy. After I saw the Steel Samurai off on his way towards the master's office, I returned to the Rose Garden for a bit and checked up on the security situation. After all the preparations were in place, I was called back by Ambassador Alba to his office. This guy wanted us to make this clear from the very beginning. What I wish to confirm is that the only time span in which you were in this office was before the murder occurred. Is that correct? Yes, of course. I see. For now, the only way that I can see for us to break this out of this situation is to ask Franziska about her testimony in more detail. I feel like I gotta sneeze. I said earlier, as... There it was. I knew it. I said earlier I was assigned to guard duty in the Alabastion Embassy.
Hold it!
I thought your duty was to fact-find anything you could about the smuggling ring. Yes, that was my job. But upon hearing that the Yatagarasu had sent a calling card to the embassy, Master Alba called upon us to protect the embassy instead. The incident 7 years ago, or have you forgotten? What happened here back then? Nunga! Anything related to that case we were involved in appears to be rather painful for her. It's not exactly one I can really forget myself. It's like you remember the case after all. Of course I do. I inspected every location, every possible escape route, and every aspect of the police's security detail. I did all that, and then after I saw the Steel Samurai off on his way toward the ambassador's office.
Hold it!
So you were at the theater as well? Yes, and I suppose you were also there as well, watching that stage show. Well, yes, Franziska was there. Well, after the show was over and I saw the Steel Samurai off, I returned to the Rose Garden for a bit and checked up on the security situation.
Hold it!
Why did you need to confirm the degree of preparation for even the speech? For security's sake, of course. What other reason could I have had? No one knew just how the Yatagarasu had planned on getting in, right? Yes, I suppose you're right. And in the end, the Yatagarasu did choose to appear in the Rose Garden. Even if it did turn out to be nothing more than a shadow. Arg, who would have thought that she would have used a shadow? Calm down, Franziska. Must still be nursing a grudge over the fact that she couldn't figure it out herself. Anyway, there's no one in the Rose Garden. You were aware that the speech was set to start soon thereafter. After all the preparations were in place, I was called back to Ambassador Alba to his office.
Hold it!
At that time, Master Chu's body had yet to be found in this room. Is that correct? That's right. But Ambassador Alba was here. One could hardly miss this rather large presence. If a criminal say anything to get out of getting arrested. How do I know you're not lying? Well, if we need proof, I'd be happy to oblige you. Seriously? I keep telling you. When I arrived at his office, Ambassador Alba was already here. He was standing by the flower box on the windowsill, watering his plants. I can attest to that. I remember speaking with the lovely lady around that time here in my office. Grr. Alright then. Add that statement to your testimony. And let's hear some details. So Master Alba was in the room at the time, was he? Makes it hard for her to kill or to bring in a statue whenever I'd asked for Alba was watering the flowers on the windowsill.
Hold it!
For the sake of being thorough, I'd like to ask you something. How'd you know that Master Alba was watering his plants at the windowsill? do you mean by that? You said this room is on this side, however, the window is on the opposite side. What you say is true, then when you entered the room, his body would have been like a wall. He would have been blocking your view of what he was doing. Isn't that not correct? I suppose it was really hard to see around him. Fortunately for me, Ambassador Alba was not an immovable wall. I knocked before I entered, and as I did, he turned around to greet me. What? What's wrong? Welcome back. Did you get sent off again? With a watering can in his hand. It's only natural to believe he was watering his plants, right? Well, welcome back. I suppose. After his greeting, we spent a little time talking about his flowers. He obtained them himself and is growing them with the utmost care, you know. Yes. The plants in this room, they are all like my children. Passion flowers in the flower box on the windowsill are growing beautifully, too. All 4 of them are in full bloom. All 4 of them! Miss Von Karma, what did you say just now? I said that the flowers are growing beautifully. What about that statement do you not understand? I don't understand. I don't understand why a certain thing is the way it is. I'd like for you to append that statement to your testimony. Very well. There are 4 large passion flowers in full bloom in the flower box.
Hold it!
I'd like to confirm this with you one more time. There are 4 passion flowers in the bloom in that box, correct? Yes, I should hardly think I could have miscounted such eye-catching flowers. There's a deeper meaning to this statement. It appears that I must take a gamble on this meeting for me to make any progress. Your statues were already switched by the time the murder happened. By that fact, what Francisca saw in this room before the crime is of incredible importance.
Objection!
She doesn't know how to count. Francisca. For some odd reason, your testimony contradicts with this piece of evidence. It does appear that way. Ah, I knew it. I knew we couldn't trust your words. Miss Edgeworth, what are you doing discrediting Miss Von Karma like this? Yes, sir. Keep this up, she's gonna get taken away, sir. Eek. All I've done is state what I saw. I have not made a single mistake in my testimony. And for this, I am still under suspicion for murder. Is the number of flowers really all that important at this juncture, Miles? At the very least, there's a contradiction in this enigmatic case. I can't talk. One that I find hard to dismiss as irrelevant. Let's hear it, Mr. Prosecutor. What does the number of flowers have to do with anything? What does it prove? I believe the answer to that will become clear if we were to examine that flower box. How did this contradiction come about? There must be something behind this discrepancy. That they're my beloved flowers. I've grown them with the utmost care. So I ask you to please be gentle with them as you examine them, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I understand. Of course, I expect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Start with the flower pot. Or this thing. This watering can is a rather robust design. Edward, why are you telling us stuff we can clearly see for ourselves? Plus, if you keep wasting time talking about that, Miss Von Karma's gonna get arrested. I better examine something else. These flowers, I believe they're called passion flowers. That being called flowers are actually a species of vine. They appear to be growing well and are well supported by these plant supports. And no matter how I look at it, it looks like there are only 2 here to me. Guys, don't you, sis? Your little lies failed you. Arg! Miles Edgeworth! Hurry up and shut this man up for me already. I suppose I will need to use some evidence to shut him up, won't I? Not yet. I still have a thing or 2 left to examine. Let's finish examining first. This patch of soil looks as though it has had something removed from it. Hey, what are you doing, Mr. Prosecutor? Why'd you clam up all of a sudden? I'm still here waiting for an explanation, you know. Did you know, Agent Lang? Flowers are best appreciated in silence. It looks like 2 things were pulled out of this flower box. This flower box, it appears to be made of marble. A very sturdy marble thing. So So what? Is it something that's so important that you absolutely had to mention it? No, not exactly, but... Oh, Edgeworth, you do understand our current situation, don't you? Yes, of course, I'm fully aware of the situation. Oh, then in that case, allow me to ask you once again. Is what the flower box is made out of really all that important? No, I think it is important. Okay, he disagrees. It appears that the construct of the flower box is not that important. Flowers, fruits, compact, blah, blah, blah. Alright, back to this. Oof. I believe I have just the piece of evidence you require. Oh, you do you? You have such confidence in the face of your current plight. But I highly doubt it'll last till the end. Oof. You're like a wolf, Agent Lang. But we'll see if you have any bite to back up that bark after you see the evidence. As well as real can be seen in this piece of evidence.
Take that!
Sheena, who was supposedly in Babel the entire time, had these hair sticks on her. They look exactly like the plant supports in this flower box. In other words, I believe it can be said that these hair sticks are in actuality support sticks for the passion flowers. Okay, and so what? Is really all that important to the case? Of course it is. It means that we found yet another item that was smuggled between the countries tonight. Hiya! Think about it, logically, Agent Lang. These sticks were originally in Alabas, but somehow they wound up in Sheena's hands, who was in Babel the whole night. Make no mistake, these sticks were smuggled somehow, just like the knife and statue. Arrgh! Oof, very well then. I want to hear from you exactly how they wound up in Babel. How did sports sticks find their way to Babel? And why? Random Fox! Oh, we got Valentine Fox. I see some reason was why they ended up there. Ah, so that's why. It's like, if you would please take a look at this and tell me its shape. It's another stick, isn't it? And so it is. The shape of the sport sticks is what's important. When they're used with something in this room, it's when it all comes into focus. An object that completes the picture when used with the support sticks is... No way! I was worried about this the whole time.
Eureka!
If that's a crossbow, wait, you're not really suggesting. I am. These hair sticks, or rather plant support sticks, they make the perfect arrows. Hiya! I've done it. I found the common thread that connects the two offices. This thread is yet to be completely untangled. Even using the arrows, how does this explain how the statues were transported? Furthermore, who could it have been who fired the sticks as arrows? There must be a common thread that ties all these things together. Mr. Prosecutor, hold up a second. You realize what happens when you tie a statue to an arrow, right? They don't fly at all. Alright. The Babel statue was draped in the Yadgar's just closed and shot over here. If you fire the arrows from this side, they wouldn't go far with the statue tied to them. I think I need to tell you that the primitive statues don't sprout wings. You're a realist after all, aren't you? Primitive statues didn't sprout wings. Oh, of course they didn't. Glad you understand. I feel much better already. I was afraid for a second that you were unaware of that crucial fact. It's not crucial because you're under the belief that the wings are necessary to this equation. What? You need to free your mind a bit more and let it fly like a bird on the wind. I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar. Primitive statues flew, but not on a wing. Allow me a bit of your time, and I'll explain this mysterious phenomenon to you. Child statue is draped in the Yadgar's clothes and is shot over here.
Hold it!
That incredible scene just happened to have been caught on film, resulting in this photo. I've done on time. We got 8 minutes left. And what an incredible scene it was. This photo was taken by a freelance photojournalist, right? Yes, so I hear. And not every photojournalist is known to be honest, right? Especially not the ones that sell photos of spirits and giant creatures to tabloids. Yes, I know what you mean. I've seen those sorts of photos many times in court. There have been times when those photos have turned out to be telling the truth. If you ever stood in court of law, you would know that's entirely plausible. Ha! Do you believe that stuff you're spewing right now? A courtroom certainly is a strange place. What you say is true. But there really is something odd about that photo, no matter how you look at it. If you find the arrows from the side, they wouldn't go far with a statue tied to them.
Hold it!
We are in agreement that an arrow by itself would reach the other side, correct? Just the arrow by itself is pretty meaningless, don't you think, Mr. Prosecutor? The things they wanted to smuggle were a lot bigger than nothing. That's not necessarily true. What? What I need right now is not further discussion of my conclusions, it's the launching of my conclusions. What the shooter wanted to launch with the crossbow was not the statues themselves. Rather, something a crossbow can launch that can be used to move the statues. What was the statue that was tied to arrows, and what did the crossbow launch?
Hold it!
I think the crossbow launched. Allow me to show you the answer. Well, come on then. Show me what you've got. I warn you, I know when you're bluffing. That's what was launched from this alabaster office with the crossbow. You know what? We don't have to press everything. We got this.
Take that!
Finally, we have reached this point in our discussion. For I present to you that which was carried by the arrow from the crossbow. Hey, I get it now, Mr. Prosecutor. I get exactly what you're trying to say. And the wire was tied to an arrow and then shot into Mr. Coach's office. All the way from the 5th floor of the Alabastion Embassy. Down to the 3rd floor of the Babalese Embassy. What you're claiming is really what happened. I can see how Alabast's prima duck statue could be moved. Gravity could be used to move the statue down the wire from the 5th to the 3rd floor. Then what about Babel's prima duck statue? The dark shadow in this photo is clearly flying away from Babel. Going the opposite way of gravity from the 3rd floor of Babalese Embassy up to the 5th floor of the Alabastion Embassy. How do you explain that? I think I finally see how the gears behind this whole trick work. Explain the motion used behind this trick. I wonder if perhaps you have yet to envision how it works in your head. Motion? What motion? This is the motion that was employed to smuggle Babel's prima duck statue. Rotary motion. I believe it was done via rotary motion. They made it like a pulley. The two statues were transported simultaneously. Simultaneously? Get real. Statues collided somewhere along the way. Did I say there was only one line of wire between the two offices? There we go. Shot an arrow with the two ends of the wire tied to it. A circular belt could be formed. Langsy says, don't object and call us to sex what is beyond reasonability. That's a weird word. Taking into account the tissue difference between the two wires, top one would sag too much to the point where the statues would collide anyway. Agent Lang, as you know, the prima duck statue is one of a kind national treasure. In fact, the Babel statue is a hollow replica of the real statue. It would naturally be lighter than the real one, meaning that my idea is very possible. Langsy says, Howl! Here's what I believe happened. Miss Yu and her mystery co-conspirators set themselves up in 2 different rooms. The co-conspirator bridged the 2 rooms by shooting the 2 ends of the wire down on one arrow. The 2 of them covered the statues and proceeded to transport the statues. As the switch was completed, another arrow was fired, carrying the other end of the wire down to Babel, where it was to be disposed of. And to do that, Miss Yu hid it inside the grandfather clock. QED. Ha! Ha 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 ha. Grr. This proves it, right, Angel Lang? That I'm not the killer? Not yet, sis. I still haven't had my dessert yet. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Proof is in the pudding, as it were. Pudding is a nice dessert. So, do you think you can do it? Can you prove that what you said is what happened? Because remember, if you can't, I'll be taking a certain someone back home with me as a souvenir. I agree that as long as there is no proof, my hypothesis remains just that. However, what I have laid out is no mere hypothesis, for there is one more piece of evidence. One more? This should be interesting. I think you have a piece of evidence that would turn your hypothesis into fact? Well then, let's see it, Mr. Prosecutor. Uh-oh, which one is it? The thing that made it possible to create a circular belt out of the length of wire. I believe it's right here in this very room. The ceiling fan? This made the circular belt transportation method possible. It's gotta be that, right?
Take that!
Ha, looks like you dropped another bomb on us again. That's piece to the trick. Our two pulleys. Besides, the ceiling fans double as pulleys in this case. Thanks to the fact that there is one installed in each of these offices, ceiling fans made for the perfect pulley set for the wire to run on. Ah, Aru! This must be it. It's how the smugglers bypass the impenetrable security. Ha, 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 ha. You really are something else, Mr. Prosecutor. I bet you figured it all out already, haven't you? You know who the big guy that sets up this real-life stage show is, don't you? The person who set up this rather large, complex stage show needs to be someone who had a foreknowledge of the existence of a ceiling fan in both Al Besti and Bobley's offices. That the Pashlaw's support stakes could be used as arrows. The real mastermind behind this case. Well, don't you dare make this wolf wait for his food. Why are you so hesitant, Miles Edgeworth? You can't say who it is. Why don't you present something like you always do? Single point the finger here, and this case will be exploded in an international incident. However, it's already too late for me to stop this forward momentum. It appears I have no choice now but to rush in. Maybe it's evidence to point to us to who the mysterious mastermind is. Is it this, you think? Or this? Ah, there's so many things.
Take that!
This is it.
Not so fast.
Where's my real dessert? How long do you intend to keep it from me? Sam isn't satisfying at all. Ah, crap. Stop being so picky with your food. First we got to trick you to smuggle the statues. Sorry I had the piece of evidence that shows who that is. I had to present it. No matter what the cost. Wait.
Take that!
This is it.
Not so fast.
Wait, what? It's not this. It's not this, is it?
Take that! Not so fast.
Nope, not that either. I'm getting wrecked here. So it's not this thing.
Take that!
The smelling could not have been possible without the use of the crossbow. Furthermore, the arrows that were shot by the crossbow were plucked, as it were, from the flower box in this very room. They were planted so long ago that the passion flowers had the time to grow so big, and Miss Von Karma didn't even notice the arrows when she visited the room today. On top of all this, the fact that the culprit knew that both offices had ceiling fans, because the person has very detailed information on the embassy's layout. As you may have already guessed, the person I'm accusing of hatching this plan is the person who grew the flowers in the flower box with the utmost care. This can only be you. Quercus alba. Told you. I mean, he was the only one left at this point. Are you out of your mind, Miles Edgeworth? I'm certain of what I'm saying, and I'm sure that he is the culprit. Heh. Ha 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 ha. Hi, Mr. Prosecutor. What was the ambassador trying to accomplish by doing all that stuff you just outlined? Why in the world do you need to use a trick like that? I understand your need to doubt me. However, there's one thing that stands out to me as very odd. Just one thing, huh? What's the end result Ambassador Alba sought to obtain? We were to examine the focus of this complex trick. And we will finally find the answer to everything. Everything will become clear once we examine this piece of evidence. It's one of these two things.
Take that!
You want to examine this? Yes, for I believe that by examining it, we will finally have all of our answers.
Not so fast!
He says items that become evidence should never have any part overlooked. All items related to this case are fine and don't need to be examined again. It appears I was mistaken. Alright, I feel like we're grasping at straws a bit here. Most evidence already undergone intense scrutiny. Alright, there's one piece that's only been partially checked. Besides, the heart of the smuggling is what I should present. This.
Take that!
Same this. Nope, no good. I'm mistaken again!
Take that!
I'd fully understand the reasoning had the situation been the reverse. However, to go through the trouble of swapping this real Prometheus statue for the fake. That's just a very shady reason for such a bizarre action. And who better to ask for the reason than the King Primidux himself? I see. Ambassador will be examining that statue now, with or without your permission. These are Mr. Kojin's fingerprints. The fact that they're on here suggests that this statue once belonged to Babel. So it's smuggled from Babel to Alabast, huh? How is there a need for that, them to smuggle it in? This guy kind of looks like the Steel Samurai, don't you think? It's because they look alike that he was picked to be the Goodwill Ambassador. I suppose that's possible. Take this area around the base of his neck. Looks like a gap. Hey, you're right. Maybe it's meant to be some kind of secret. How's it supposed to open the statue from this gap in this construction? What? Hurry up and open it, Miles. Alright, here goes. The plates! Oh, we did open up. These are the smuggling plates. You use those to make currency. Hey, what's this thing that fell out? Huh? I believe a more thorough examination is required. What in the... Is this... Hey, is this what I think it is? It's a plate for making counterfeit bills. Somehow, it appears that we've at long last arrived at the exit of this complex labyrinth. We finally hold with our hands one of the counterfeit money plates. And the reason why the replica was smuggled into Alabasta to begin with. Alright, how are we doing on time? Oh, we're out of time. I gotta go brush my tail. Alright, we're gonna pause right here. And I'm gonna go brush, okay? Let's see, we need, what do we need? 2 minutes? Is that enough? Let's do 2.5. Just make sure we have enough time. Alright, we got 11 seconds left. We're almost there. We're almost there. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we should be good to the end of the stream. We don't need any more ads. Alright, the next statue can only be handled by the ambassador of the Secretariat. Oh, I forgot a fish. Fine, fine. A fish. A fish. Okay. And the replica is nothing more than a hollow shell covered in gold. These two circumstances make the statue the ideal object which to hide contraband. After receiving the statue containing the counterfeit plate from Sheena, the ambassador had the misfortune of accidentally running into Damask too. I got a rabbitfish! Surprised by the thief, the ambassador raised the replica statue at Damask and... Then, in order to frame the Steel Samurai the murder, he covered the samurai sword in blood. Well, Ambassador Alba? You're the leader of the Spellgang Ring? My country is a mess? It's all because of you? You're the one who killed Damask, too? Well, we can't do anything to him. He's got a diplomatic immunity. Answer us. I never thought that you would figure things out to this level. However, there is one point I disagree with you on. The head of the Spellgang Ring was Mr. Kochin. Quit screwing around. I have no sympathy for someone who would try to pass the guilt onto a dead man. There's one thing I'm sure of, it's you're the real ringleader, Quercus Alba. It's not good to speak with such subjectivity, you know, Agent Lang. Subjectivity? My conclusion is anything but, and is the result of logic and investigation. Logic and investigation. Only seconds ago, you were ready to arrest Miss Von Karma. I don't think we can give such flip-floppy logic any real weight, do you? Heh. Heh, heh, heh. Ha 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 ha. Looks like you still don't get it, why I came back. He never thought it was her. He was using that, he knew it was Alba, he just wanted to catch him. Excuse me? You see, the reason I came back is so that I could sink my fangs into your wrinkly old neck. From the very beginning, my real target has been you. What? Agent Lang, I demand an explanation. Sorry, sis, I didn't mean to put you through all that. I knew you were innocent from the very beginning. You did? I knew that this whole incident had been meticulously planned and prepared for. So naturally, the occupant of this room, Ambassador Alba, seemed the most suspicious. But without the Ambassador's permission, we couldn't get in to take another look around. Ah, so that's why you put on this big show to accuse Francisca of the murder. Using Francisca as the bait, you were able to gain us entry and investigative rights. Yeah, if I hadn't done that, I doubt the Ambassador would have given the okay to poke around. That's what this is all about. Very well, I will forgive you. But in exchange for using me as a bait, you will take some responsibility and help us find the truth. Agent Lang, for giving me such a great opening, I thank you. They're bros! Bro force, combine! Oh, fist bump. Can we get fist bump? Fist bump. I look like I punched myself in the face. I did not punch myself in the face. I don't know why I try. Fist bump. Fist bump. I can't. Look straight ahead. Fist. I give up. There's no hand gesture I can make that is not going to look ridiculous. Whatever. You know, I just knew, Mr. Prosecutor, that somehow, if we were able to find some proof by investigating this room, that you'd be able to figure out the real culprit with your special brand of logic. Hey, the evidence detectives collect combined with the logic of the prosecutor. That's just as it should be in a prosecutor-detective team, right? See, I don't know about all that. But one thing I do know is that I'm itching to see that old man get what's coming to him. Ho ho, you're quite scary when you want to be, aren't you? Hey, you're the one who was planning to use me to push all the guilt onto the sis. But unfortunately for you, you misjudged me. Agent Lang, I wish for you to stop trying to intimidate me. What you need right now is evidence and proof. I wonder if you have what is necessary to prove that I am the head of the smuggling ring.
Objection!
Don't be such a sore loser. If you really are the head of the smuggling ring, you should acknowledge your crimes with dignity. Dignity? That is nothing more than a fool's insincere display of strength. If you really wish for me to acknowledge my crimes, I'd like to first see some of this thing you call evidence. Grr! I tell you, I knew nothing, really. I didn't even know that a counterfeit plate was hidden inside that statue.
Objection!
You showed a real statue that vested in your country the authority to rule for a fake? It doesn't make sense you didn't know anything. It doesn't make sense. Where does it make sense? Can you prove that it doesn't make sense? Knurk! He's really got us. He's turned the entire situation around against us. Proof that the Interpol has been after, which points this man as the ringleader. If we can somehow find that proof now, then we can see it to the justice finally served. Is there nothing I can use to break this case wide open? Two things. We got two things. The card and the tape. Trump card and the videotape. Yep. With those two items, we might be able to finally bring this man down. But the card is evidence from a case that Mr. Faraday hid away in secret. And the tape was stolen by Detective Bad from the police. Why is he talking so slow? They're both illegal evidence. No matter what, a protector of the law can't be allowed to use such pieces of evidence. Welcome back, Treeborn. Needless to say, we Von Karmas are commanded to achieve nothing but victory. And by any means necessary. The way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside of the courts. We're not in a court of law. That's what we thought at the time. I no longer follow the path of Manfred von Karma. And I won't follow the path of the Yadigar Asul. This leaves me with what creed will I believe in? If I want to pursue the truth, now sully my hands in illegality. Or we're gonna save. I feel like we're about to make a choice. And if I want to pursue justice, then I will lose the truth. What is the law and what is justice? And which path is a prosecutor supposed to follow? That choice is one I must make by my own hand here and now. Do we use it or do we not use it? Alright, so I made a save right before this. Alright, so why don't we do this, and then we'll do this one next. We can reload and see. There's no limit to the law. Any limit that exists was set there by man. When a person goes beyond that limit, then the law too crosses into new territory. For what reason were laws invented? The answer to that is what I must now show. Ambassador Alba, I wonder if you might recognize this. I wonder what that card is. I've never seen that before in my life. It's a directive card used by the leader of the ring to relay instructions to his subordinates. Oh, is that what it is? This card was sent to the real culprit behind the cage gate incident 10 years ago. A man by the name of Mr. Manny Cochin. Oh, so why do you have such a card in your possession? Because it was hand-delivered to me by a certain great thief, the Yadigar Asul. The Yadigar Asul gave that to you? Don't talk nonsense, and let's be serious. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof that the card contains directions from the ring leader? I even know the card is not the only thing that was given. What? This contains security footage that was shot just before the start of the K-Gate incident. The card and the video. These two pieces of evidence are what will seal your fate. Oh, very interesting. I must admit, I'm very curious now. Very curious indeed in these case-deciding pieces of evidence you've presented. Afraid the Yadigar Asul has been chasing all this time now stands before me. I can't allow this man who has had free reign for 10 long years to simply walk away. Now it's time for me to bring to fruition the valiant spirit that was given to me. Hold on. We gotta see now. Alright, we're gonna save right here. Alright, we're gonna save this extras. We're gonna save in slot 3. Okay, so we got slot 3 saved. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna load. What happens if we say no? Which one was it? It's slot, this one, right? Let's take a look. I want to see what happens if we don't use it. Does the game just end? Or do we keep going anyway? I gotta decide right now. I'm a prosecutor and I can't allow myself to use evidence such as these. Mr. Everett, if you don't do something, Master Alba's gonna get away with it. No, I know, but...
Objection!
What are you holding back for? The only thing Von Karma should pursue is the perfect proof. We really do have what it takes to complete our argument, and there's absolutely no reason not to use it. No. As he says, the reason people judge people is because people are people. People weren't born to be chained to the law. Laws are born to be protected people. You're the only one here right now who can put this guy out to pasture. And that is the only way a second or third generation of Zing Fa's people will be born. Can you really still hesitate, knowing the fate of a nation rests in your hands? There's no limit to the law. Any limit that exists was set there by man. When a person goes beyond that limit, then the law too crosses into new territory. For what reason were laws invented? Answer to that is what I must now show. Master Alba, assist. Alright, we already, this is, so basically they're both doing the same thing, so it's not a real choice. Blah, 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 we're gonna skip. I think it's faster to do this than to proceed, or than to reload. Or maybe it's not. Okay, we're here. So we got to the same spot, didn't matter. The choice did not matter. Made no difference. See, Trump makes no difference. Trump card made no difference. So, what's this interesting thing you want to show me? Trump card. Lonely. I am mode. Trump card in the videotape. These two pieces of evidence together make for the ultimate hand. And this is where the real meaning behind Detective Bad's words will be realized. Hit the gumshoe. I thought there was a choice. Like I thought it was two different endings. Yes, sir. What we see here is security footage shot just before the K-Gate's murder occurred. This footage, we know that the card is a directives card. Oh, time to take my pill. Let me take my pill. I've been taking it at 10 o'clock and I've been doing pretty well. I sleep really good and I don't wake up too early. What happens if I chew it? This little capsule. I wonder what happens if you chew it. Probably a really bad idea. Maybe I'll look it up later. This footage, we know the card is a directives card from the smuggling ring. This is a section that proves that the card was used to relay an order. What? What? Right here?
Take that!
And you see Mr. Coach is holding the card in his right hand. I see. Killer is indeed holding a card with the exact same design on it. That card and the one you have, just because they look the same, doesn't mean they are, does it now? Ah, but there's a very easy way for me to prove that they are, in fact, one and the same. All you have to do is simply take a look at this. Flip it over. Bloodstain. This dark red blood. Yes, this is your proof. Proof that the orders on this card were played out in that terrible tragedy. The blood belonged to the victim of the K-Gate incident. With a bit of DNA testing, we can very easily verify that as a fact. If you have no objections... Oh, I thought he was sweating, but that was my mouse. I'd like for you to take a look at the next piece of footage. This car that passed by in front of the victim's apartment building. It's an official Codopian government car. A what? Ted Gumshoe, if you could please magnify the footage. This here, the footage directly links to the smuggling ring with Codopia. This?
Take that!
This section will make it all clear to us. You must be very tired, Mr. Edgeworth. No? You continue presenting completely irrelevant evidence. Like this. The investigation might fall apart. Perhaps it's time for you to retire. Oh wait, Arg! I was so sure it was this area. I thought that was it. So the footage regularly leads to smuggling ring with Codopia.
Take that!
Save this pocket. And Dreg's card in it. Tells us that without a doubt, this person in this car is Mr. Kochin. Gnurk! License plate on the car was also captured. I thought that went without saying. License plate on the car was also captured by the security camera. And with it, we can easily find out who was sitting in this car on that day 10 years ago. Gnurg! Which is why I can say with confidence you were riding in this car on that day. That's your Phil Pen. Arnga! Ha! Ha 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 ha. Why does everybody laugh so much? It's true, his final form! Oh no, you've done well, boy, to make it this far. However, about your claim that I was riding the cart at the time. That's going to be mighty difficult to prove. How so? The Principality of Quitopia no longer exists. So naturally, all records of that time period also no longer exist. Look at that arrogance. What it really means is he's already erased all traces of them. Are you finished here, boy? Come on, there's the pen. That's the thing I was pointing out before. It's the flower from the place. The only weapon I have left to me now is this piece of footage. Must be something here that I can use against him. I thought that's what we were trying to prove.
Take that!
Well, what the? Master Alba. Guess what is it? You were once an army man in the service of Quitopia. It was you who made the many missions you participated in successes, correct? Oh, why a sudden backhand praises, boy? Although be sure, I mean, he's literally fingering the pen. It's just kind of giving away. The brilliant medals on my breast were awarded to me during the era of Quitopia. And now I'm the only one who owns this particular medal. They just give it to us. In that case, the only person it could be who's sitting in this car is you. How do you figure that? By the medal captured here in this footage. It's clearly the same exact medal as the one on your chest. Well, what? Oh, wow, look at his face. Is that what happens when you get old? That's how it will be, but I won't look back. For this is the path that I've chosen. Yeah, I saw the medal and it looked like the flower. Path that I've chosen. Grr. Ha 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 ha. Why is he still laughing? You move me with your devotion to this case, Mr. Edgeworth. Why is taking such an arrogant stance with me? He's got diplomatic immunity. We can't do anything. It's almost looking impossible, isn't it? For the lot of you to have come this far. It looks like I just might lose our little game this time. You might lose the game this time. You don't get another round, Mr. Ambassador. Is that a fact? Very well. I've decided to confess and admit my guilt. You're going to confess? And I'll accept whatever punishment that may come as a result. What the? Regarding the Damas 2 murder, I admit it. I did it. Out of self-defense. You claim it was justified self-defense? Damas 2 attacked me, and I felt that my life was in danger. If I hadn't done what I did, I might be the one you found dead instead of him. Ha 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 ha. What a pathetic performance. Ha 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 ha. I'm not giving you one. Oh, you truly know how to laugh at inappropriate times. If you wish to claim it was justified self-defense, then you'll need some evidence. It's always evidence with you, isn't it? If that's what you require, I'll provide it. That man left a mark on me when he attacked. What? Hey, Mopar, how's it going? There's time for the tail end where we might be finishing this off. I don't really want to show it off, but this proves it was in self-defense. I'm an old man, and sometimes I don't pay enough attention when I should. But Damas 2 didn't have a single weapon on his body. Hold on, it's nothing to get worked up over, because I hit the weapon. You hit it. I'm sorry, but you know a murder is a murder, even if it's self-defense. I couldn't let it become public, seeing as how I am an ambassador. That's good to hear. Hope everything went well today. This is the weapon you seek. My special bonsai trimming shears. Oh, he's covered in blood. He was trembling quite badly during our struggle. But that's when he grabbed the shears that were sitting in my office and attacked. So you see, it was an act of self-defense. Is he right, Mr. Edgeworth? Since he has both the wound and the weapon that caused it, it's enough to declare it so. No way. Oh, which reminds me, I guess there is still one more accusation to resolve. Smuggling and counterfeiting. Unfortunately, all of that is my secretary's doing. I had no knowledge it was going on. Stop spewing nonsense. You're trying to throw my investigation under the bus and you're just desperation. If you want to get real honest, everything in this case can be connected to you. Murder of Damas 2 was done in self-defense. In my trials, no man escapes this crime alive. Perhaps so. If if you were my opponent in court. However, there is one very important fact that I think you may have forgotten. And what is that? We're not in court, and this isn't their country. Ah! Arg, that's what you mean. Extraterritoriality. Extraterritoriality. Holy crap, that's a word! That's right. This embassy is what is effectively Alabastian soil. So any trial that is to be held will be held in Alabast. Therefore, the crime I just admitted to will never be tried in your courts. I just think, what's Interpol's stance on this? Agents investigate, that's their job. The judgment of people who have confessed to their crime, that's the court's job. Gnurk! And I've already confessed to all of my crimes, Agent Lang. Furthermore, by the very nature of my position, I have full extraterritorial rights. These rights are effective even on your country's soil, therefore, no matter where a crime may take place, I will never stand trial in one of your courts. That arrogance in your expression is nothing like the face of someone who is ready to accept its consequences. Don't tell me you have your own country judicial system eating right out of your hands. These crimes you all speak of so seriously. You all speak so seriously of. To me, it's all been nothing more than a game. You know, I really like, I've seen this trope a few times where the villain gives this big speech about, oh, you know, I guess you'll have to take me to court and do all this stuff, but then it's gonna take years, and I'll be found innocent in the end, or you know, whatever. And then the person on the other side is like, you know, you're probably right. If we were going to court, then they just murder him. Boom, done. Vigilante justice. Vigilante justice. You may chase me out of this embassy with your accusations, but it's no big deal. Alabasta has numerous other embassies in other countries around the world. All you accomplish is you change the backdrop of our little game. These two layers of protection that extraterritoriality provides him. This is why he's one of those who cannot be brought to court. You see now, don't you? I live in a whole different world than you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go and fetch your eviction papers. Arg, is there nothing we can do? It's not over! Treeborn! I thought there was gonna be something that came to light right there, and we just... What do we do? This is a long one. I wasn't expecting this to be that long. Because we started it last week. I can't believe it's extraterritoriality. Yes, and there is nothing we can do. Nothing we can really do about it. In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. I can't believe even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. I know. Mr. Prosecutor, sorry to skip out on you, but I've got some business to take care of. If you can't even give even not him a slap on the wrist, then what the heck were laws created for? What good are they? Law can't help us. Then I'll go as Yatagarasu and take care of this myself. Well, see, I was wondering because we have all this stuff. We have this thing we haven't touched. We have this thing we haven't touched. We have this thing we haven't touched. We just got this. We just got this. I don't know, we got a ton of evidence. Don't you dare. Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, that was a bit too harsh. I know how you feel, sir. We're trying to take on an ambassador after all. And you did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. It's kind of their fault for that, guys. Raid the room. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. How's it going? Let me get a shout out for you. We're playing some Ace Attorney. You're also playing Ace Attorney. Different Ace Attorney. If you don't want spoilers, we are getting toward... Well, I thought we were getting toward the end of this, but this one is crazy long. We've been on this case for like 2 days. 3 days. How's your stream? Do you have fun? Are you enjoying Ace Attorney? For the first time? Oh yeah, I just played that one a few months ago, I don't know. I played the whole first game, first trilogy. And then we started Apollo Justice, and then people told me I was playing the wrong one. And so they said play this one, so I've been playing this one. So it's very complicated. I get confused. Boop. Yeah, I've been having fun with it. But yeah, if you don't want spoilers, you probably don't want to keep watching. I do appreciate the raid. I'm not trying to, you know, kick you out or anything either. I'm just, I'm warning you that, you know, there'll be spoilers ahead. Alright, so let's see if we can make a little more progress before we have to go to bed. It's kind of their country, I guess. I feel like I've been slapped across the face for just doing my job. Why are you bonking me? What'd I do? What am I going to do? Guys, I think you can follow. Let me see if I can follow you back real quick. Got you. I got you. Alright, well thank you for the raid. Have some good rest, okay? Get something good to eat, okay? And thank you. What am I gonna do? Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack? Come on, everyone, we can't give up yet. Okay. I want to think about something for a sec. We've never let up for even a second, and as long as we don't stop investigating, we might find the rotten treasure hidden here. She's right. Hello, Mr. Edgeworth. You're right, Kay. Very well, let's reopen the investigation and see what we find. Come on, Kay. Right behind you. Okay, then I'll go check out Babel a bit more, sir. And that's something that I need to investigate further in Albast. How's she gonna get in there? Aren't we, like, banned? Maybe we're not banned yet. Now then. Before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. I patch flowers data, race from organizer. Oh, we're here! Okay. Master Alba seemed agitated over something. I wonder why. There are two special circumstances that surround their ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Albastian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him. Cool. Sounds like embassies are the perfect place to steal whatever you want. And Murder to Mass 2 run a smuggling operation, make counterfeit bills apparently. I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Cochin in Babel. Yes, he apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it. But the same story over there anyway. Babel also has extraterritorial rights. Which brings me to my next point, the ambassador's extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective even in our own country. Really? No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he can make admit, we can't bring him to trial here. So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we? Huh. But we can get him tried in Babel, maybe. We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. Staying just before two ambassadors gave the bouquets to Steel Samurai. It's just my imagination. Or is there something in this picture that I've seen before? Notice I inspected every single suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Here's a bouquet of Persian cyclamens and roses. I don't know what those are. Wow, you even know the exact species. I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers. It's all because of those flowers that old lady sends me every month. So look at me, I sound like some sort of botanist. What exactly is this yellow flower here? Oh, that one. I'm not sure. What, you don't know? As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. I feel as though I've seen the shape somewhere before. Mr. Paladin is really a great smile, don't you think? I bet he was really happy that they were going to become Codopia again. Perhaps. Instead, he became the greatest victim in today's case. A master like him was always thinking of his country as really to be admired. If those happen, I hope they'll be able to reunite the country someday. I hope so as well, but for that to happen, we need to solve this case first. We need to see it to that those who would harm the new Codopia are locked away. And we will. Oh, it seems that the lilies are the center of this bouquet with an accent of chamomile. Wow, I can totally smell the wonderful fragrance. Okay, this is just a picture. Alright, look, I know that. But it's nice to imagine things once in a while. You know? Where's your sense of empathy? You can smell the fragrance of flowers from a photo. That's more like a hallucination. You don't have to be mean about it. No, let's just drop this before it's in full bloom. There's that troublemaker standing there smacking the center making 2 peace signs. Steel Samurai stands out even more than the 2 masters in this picture. Oh hey, that person playing the Steel Samurai is one of your friends, right? No, I have no idea who he is. Wait, but you said he. You knew which gender he was, so you must know him, right? I beg that you please refrain from talking about that person with me ever again. I can't believe he was pretending to be a harmless old grandpa. Talk about deceptive. I don't suppose anyone expected him to change that drastically. I bet he's thinking of something evil behind that cheery smile. Hey, please try to remain calm and focused on the here and now. Yeah, you're right, sorry I got all worked up there. Well, the only way we'll still the truth is we keep on investigating. That's somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Alright, let's hold off for now. I was inviting a variety of people and business to celebrate the Goodwill event. It's the same I refused some flowers to the ambassadors. There's so many bouquets here, it's like a wedding ceremony. The flowers for those are for a slightly different reason. What do you mean? This event was supposed to be like a wedding between Alabasta and Babel, right? Actually, I believe they're more in a state of divorce. Okay, then this event was supposed to be their remarriage ceremony. Well, I suppose you could call it that. I can't go this way. So I was sent by Global Studios. Global Studios, that's where they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. Which was a hit after hit recently. So the studio's been being remodeled. I read about that in the papers the other day. Last guy there's also getting a facelift too, right? What's his name? You mean Miss Monkey? Yeah, I thought it was something like that. Really have a great memory. I never underestimate my powers of recollection. We already talked about all this. You can see the Babylon's embassy, which is undergoing major renovations. From expansion to Garden Upkeep, it looks like a lot of construction is going on. Spring said that all of this work is really too hard on him. Guess if Mr. Kojin passed away, that maybe I could work part-time for him. So yeah, really chummy with that ambassador. I say, I just have a good nose for money. Alright, so we gotta look at our evidence. I thought we were gonna screw up here. Do we have anything we can connect? Oh, we gotta do it. We're gonna save. I'm just really paranoid right now. I've been burned too many times so far today. We are running out of time as well. Wait. The guitar pick. Look at the symbol on it.
Eureka!
This piece of evidence be related to this photo somehow? Huh? Well, nope, I don't think it's related at all. Should have at least tried to humor me a little. Ha! I missed it. I thought it was that, though. I have no health. I haven't refilled my health in a while. Oh, okay. Not too far to give up. We must expose Master Alwa's misdeeds, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, of course. We gotta find a way to steal the truth and get it out there. For my father's sake. So we will. The reason for Master Alba's nervousness must still be here somewhere. Want me to pin out exactly what happened in here? I'll start by thoroughly examining this room for any information I can find. Sir, if you don't pay attention, Ambassador Alba's going to get away. Yes, I know. Now hurry up and do that swing thing you always do. I have no idea what you're talking about. What? You don't? Oh, come on, you know what I'm talking about. I think you do. Are you talking about the logic? Yes, that's it. So hurry up and let's swing already. Alright, alright. To be honest, it's been a bit hard to connect everything up to now by just looking. I should be able to piece things together if I had taken another look at my leads. Perhaps now is the time to use logic and reason my way to the truth. No good. Nope, I failed. Ah! I'm doing so bad. I have no idea. There's something in that picture. Maybe just focus on the picture. I mean, it's got the flower.
Eureka!
This piece of evidence be related to this photo somehow? Maybe that's not what we're doing. Alright, so we tried all those things. Are you still here? Are you still trying to force me to admit? People have no reason to still be here. I think we just lost. Now please leave. But I can't do that. And if you won't leave on your own, I will have no choice but to force you out. Hold it. I don't believe we'll be meeting again. However, I will pay for your success. Heh 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 heh. We're not through here yet. Kirk, is this it? Let's choose this lost for all eternity. I'm trying! Alright, let's go back to the picture. I mean, we're basically out of time, though. We're out of time. Okay, purchase Sycamores roses. Wow, you know, that's fees. The flowers at least every month. Yeah, I sound like some sort of botanist. That is yellow. What's it yellow? I don't know. I'm not sure. What's your flower? This flower's seen shape somewhere before. It looks like the guitar pick. How's it not the guitar pick? Yeah, we got all the statues. The knife!
Eureka!
The knife handle. Look at the knife handle. It's got the same missing thing. Babel's natural symbol is the butterfly and alabaster is the flower. It appears somehow someone is employing the old hide a tree in a forest trick. What are you mumbling yourself about? Wait, what? Handle this knife. Ah! Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. How they killed him was carried through the Theatre Nutalis, and the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. Oh, the flower motif. Looks like one of the flower petals is missing. Oh, and take a look at the weapon itself. It's missing the exact same petal. The knife in the photo is most definitely the same as the murder weapon. Alright, we're gonna save here. And we're gonna have to call it a night, though. We figured it out. I think the pedal is the guitar pick. Alright, so that's it for tonight. So thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you all have a great night and a great day tomorrow. We're back tomorrow with more chess puzzles and, of course, Ace Attorney. So yeah, sleep well, have good dreams, and hope to see you guys. What's up, Tarek? Remember? What am I remembering? Nope, can't remember. Alright. Good night, everyone. Alright, see you tomorrow, okay? Box out. Night-night.